I woke up late. I woke up late today. Dang near 2 o'clock in the morning. Wow. Send some of these invites out. Let's see some. What's the deal, y'all, man? If y'all can hit them likes and share, man. Get this topic going, you know. Let me see. Bring my backup page in. I gotta take this, what you call it off. It's alarm move. There we go. We up in the building. We up in the building. No coffee, just Kev. These people with these names. Captain. I don't know about to say the name though, but the name to get you bananaed. Bananerd. We are on part 4. Part 4 of Grudges and Forgiveness. Question is, what's unforgivable to you? What is unforgivable to you? I'm gonna sticker that. I'm gonna put a sticker on here. Y'all wanna come up? We gonna talk about this. And I got 6 boxes too. I ain't putting that 9 boxes. That's a little too much. I'm just gonna do the 6 boxes. And 9 boxes is too much. Never too much, never too much. So Uncle Clyde in the building. What's the deal, man? How you feeling? You said lying is unforgivable. What's the deal, man? Everybody lie though. You gotta unforget you. I mean, you can't forget yourself then. Actually, start with self though. Blissful night, man. Okay. For sure, man. It's the weekend, man. It's the weekend. It's the weekend, man. That's what I want to hear, man. I got on extra late today. I tried to take a couple hours sleep or so because I went to bed like 8. Try to leave sleep until like 10, 11 or something like that. And guess what? It's about dang near 2 o'clock and I'm just getting on. No need to lie though, really. No need to lie. That's just, I feel you on that, but that's just a natural human nature though. It's just because somebody don't lie the way you lie, that don't make you not a liar. Like I said, I believe everybody is hypocrites too. It's just, but it's just when stuff don't fit our narrative or whatever, we just don't want to. But it take a lot of putting your thing is, like I said, I was talking about that before, that a lot of us, our egos get in the way. That's what chooses make us not to see through what other people do, that we probably have done it once. A lot of stuff we haven't forgiven ourselves for, so that's why we put it on the next person and don't realize that a lot of us is just human. Said murder. Murder. There's some murders that's out here that had to happen to stop somebody else from getting murdered. Can I say that word on here? Unalive, I gotta say that. Yeah. But I guess it depends on it. Do you feel like if you did it to save a child or something like that, do you feel like you should be forgiven? If you unalive somebody to save your child or save somebody else's child? See, this the thing. This is what I do because I know that's what I knew that I knew how this was gonna go. But I always think about stuff that when we say certain things, we got to think about it if it was us and stuff or whatever. Because all of us as humans is capable of everything, of doing everything that other humans can do. I agree. I learned that one's opinion is that important. Just on my for sure. But yeah, I just always try to think and just try to be more open. You know, that's the reason why. A reason why I'm gonna keep coming with this topic though, because this part 4 of grudges and forgiveness. It's because a lot of us, we think of ourselves, we think about ourselves getting done wrong, or if me and mines get done, you know what I'm saying? But we never think about that. You know, a lot of us is just going through things. We all express ourselves different ways, our emotions and all that. And all of us have been hurt before. All of us been disappointed, all that stuff or whatever. So everybody literally got their own way, or some people just didn't figure a way to express themselves different from how you express yourself. So, you know, that's the only reason why I talk about it, because I've learned to be more forgiving. Some stuff it takes time to be to forgive, but because I know I want forgiveness. I'll be literally looking at people right on this live, on just live in general. I'll be looking at people like they would do some stuff or whatever. They'll do this, made this thing and hurt some feelings or whatever, and then try to make a change in their life. Then want forgiveness. But then once they see another person do the same thing they did, right, or make a mistake, they don't want to forgive them. They want to get mad at them, stay that way. And I'm like, that's such a hypocrite, and that's such, you know what I'm saying? That's like weird, because it's like, because somebody did something different from you, from what you see in your eye, you know what I'm saying? But you did. But if we want to talk about, call it a sin, right? They did the same exact sin as you, right? If we talking about, you know, if we want to say that, then right. But you want to be forgiving. But then if they do the same thing or make a mistake, right, or they didn't do it the way you want them to do it, all of a sudden you don't want to forgive them, or they deserve this, you deserve that. But they, the same thing that you say that somebody deserve, you can say that you deserve the same thing, right? That's what I'd be saying. Because like a lot of us always be want to deem people for either mistakes or because people don't think like us or whatever. And I do believe that a lot of us got a lot of stuff mentally going on that we just haven't fixed. That's what be going on. You know, some people, it takes time to grow. You know, a lot of people, and I'm a firm believer that a lot of us just don't know better. Almost all of us don't know better, because if we knew better, we would. But we just learned something better. We learned something better, but it is always better out here. And if we had the option to learn more, of course we're gonna go for more. As long as you looking to grow, it's always something better out here, or it's a better option, or a better way of, you know, different things or whatever. So. But yeah, this time, because I'm gonna try to keep this topic up every other weekend, because it's another one I got that's up about nationalities and race and all that stuff. I need it's a lot of this stuff I'm talking about is because with my platform in general, I'm just trying to bring a lot of people together, man. I want unity. I want unity. I want us to figure, because that's the only way we can grow and get out of these generational curse we in, and you know, following, you know, how this world trying to put us in a box and all this stuff or whatever. And like I said, a lot of stuff, and then, like I said, as long as you be in my live, you're gonna always hear me talk about the same three things I say every time I get on live: is emotional control, which is a problem nowadays. Uh, ego, ego and pride that get in the way of putting that to the side to actually listen and stop being in our stubbornness. That's the second thing. And accountability, right? So I teach even people to, or show people that, you know, sometimes we can try to be, even if we feel like we shouldn't be accountable for something, we can be accountable for the things we feel like we shouldn't be accountable of. Because it take a lot. Like once we figure out that this world that we living in is, I mean, we have a lot of free. We got a lot of choice. Free. We got free choice. We got choices of how we want to live our life. We just be choosing to set ourselves up in this little box and stuff. But once we figure out we got full control of how we want to live our life, even though we limited on certain things because of certain situations that we're in, we still have a choice to move forward or not. A lot of us want to stop. We be like, oh, we got held back. Oh, this person stopping us from doing that. But we can't let something else control our life. We got to do what we got with what we can. I mean, do what we can with what we got. I said it backwards. But that's not just to get
Hello,
box, man.
how are
Yo,
you?
good morning.
Good morning. It's like almost 1 o'clock here, if it's not already. I just got back
Yes.
home. It was snowing here. I was driving back home like
Hmm.
35 miles an hour. It was
Yeah.
damp and wet. Yeah, I'm glad I made it back.
Oh yeah. That's
But
good,
yeah,
man.
forgiveness.
Oh yeah, you gonna
That's
see me talk about this every other weekend, or it's gonna be talked about. I'm gonna be on forgiveness, honey, by the end of the year because people need to hear this though. It's like a lot of this stuff, and that's the reason why we the way we are today and stuff. Cause we never learn how to be forgiving. We be so
yeah.
angry. That's why I added that last part. This is the main reason why a lot of us is angry and petty today. We use
I
this
know.
word petty and stuff, right?
Yeah, but do you do any kind of meditation, or it's like how come is like, which is true, I
Hmm.
truly agree that, we do want forgive to be forgiven, therefore
Hmm.
we need to be willing to do the same. But it's
Exactly.
hard to find somebody. I become like that when I went through my healing journey. How did you
Hmm.
come up with that one? It's like, what was your
You
was
said
you always like
medication.
that? No, no, no. What I
I
was
heard you mention
saying,
that, and I wanted to mention that too, because I literally was talking to my mother literally like 20 minutes on the phone earlier about that too. It's because why a lot of people be on these medication stuff. Because a lot of these mental things we go through, it really our choices because of the our lifestyle, and like I said, we living in a world of want now. So it's like we want our want or what we get influenced by. We don't want to change our ways because our ego get in the way. We don't want to change our ways and our selections. We don't want to take the time to put in work because everybody, remember, we living in like a microwave life. Anything that can come fast or whatever. So a lot of times, if we don't want to put that work in, and I'm, like I said, I'm a firm believer on energies and all that stuff. We keep looking at negative stuff and trying to think positive gonna come out of it. We try to, what I'm saying, we try to find the quickest route on everything. So and with the medications, right? The
no,
reason
not
why
the
I think about it,
meditation.
kids ain't had to take no medications when they was stressing out, but we make these wrong choices and pick the wrong people to sleep with and all that stuff. That's what creates these mental problems that we start getting and stuff. We don't know how to, we get hurt. That stuff turn to stress and all that stuff. They get inside of our head. You know what I'm saying? All that stuff. But
I think the internet, especially on the dating part, it was a terrible idea because before the internet, I was born in 1969. So I know what is dating. And when you date a person, it's like you when you meet the person, it's physical, right? You feel the energy, you know if you like it or not. These things, to see a picture, to write down, so it's too much, so people become, it's like, oh, this is just a click of the finger. They don't have to put the work.
right,
So many partner, and guess what, it wasn't supposed to be that way.
right,
So when we go against our soul, or it's like our conscience, there is a
right.
price to pay.
It is most definitely.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I be knowing, like, 'cause a lot of that stuff just be our little choices. Just the fact, like, say we be like, oh dang, I need a cigarette or I need this green and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Then we grow to realize that we really don't need it, right? Because we actually took the time to ourselves learn what we need to do to not have the same mind state again, and find a way to quit. You know what I'm saying? A lot of that stuff is making addiction out of it. We found a way to quit, huh?
Yeah, I have something to say about that. You know what it is about? First of all, it's like addiction is like usually I can speak about myself. I'm not a doctor, no nothing. But me, it was a way to evade or a way to is like you have to work in an environment that you don't want to, but because you have to raise children, you have to, right?
Right.
So to don't snap at people. But when I went through my healing journey and I learned what it means self love,
Right.
addiction that just fell because I care about my body. I care
Exactly.
about my health because it's my car, until I'm in this life journey experience, I need my body,
Hmm.
so I will take good care of it. And I'm thankful that for all the years that I smoke, I didn't develop something terrible. But I had to
Exactly.
learn. Yeah, I had
And
to
some
learn
people
how
don't get
to.
that chance. Some people end up gonna go through the worst. That's why
Are
you
you
still
kidding
here
me?
today.
Let me tell you something. There is this lady that I know, and she was diagnosed because she was a smoker with lung cancer, right? She already did radiation. This, do you know she still smoke and drink Coca-Cola? I tried to tell her like you should buy some black seed oil because it's been a study that, and a lot of people believe that it stop the generation of the cancer cell, right?
Hmm.
And you know what? And she said, "Well, how much it costs?" Well, a bottle for a month is about $50. And she goes like, "I cannot afford it." And I'm thinking to myself, you buy 2 packs of cigarette a day, but you can afford something that might help you. You understand the craziness of the denial of people?
Mm. Right. That's what it is. It's that.
Yeah. You would think
That.
that she heard that she quit the cigarette all at once, right? She cared more
Some
about their life.
people, it's
Nope.
what you really want important and what you prioritize in your life. That's what it be.
Yeah.
That
But
power of
remember
addiction,
that,
and addiction come in different forms. It don't even have to be a drug.
right?
You can be
But this
addicted
same
to.
woman, but this same woman we were talking about, she had unhealed trauma from childhood.
Yep.
And because she never went to therapy, and when I told her that she should, she got angry at me. You know, you see what I mean? There's
Yep.
always something there. There's always something there that makes you behave that way. At least it was
Hmm.
for me.
Yep. Try to send these invites out. But get to talking now. Got me a little sleep.
That's
Oh,
good.
let me
So, how you
see.
been doing?
I've been smooth, same old, just working and stuff.
That's
Working,
good.
chilling, staying out of trouble.
Yeah, I had a great day today.
That's
So, and
good. That's
I'm
what I
glad.
like to hear. That's what I like to
Yeah, the only is like it starts snowing. So I was like, wow. They say that's
hear. It starts
supposed to
snowing, you
come.
said?
Yeah, driving back home, it starts to snow. So,
Mm.
and they say they're supposed to come 15 inches. So we'll find out. I
Ah,
live
not
in
Afro. Tell me, I remember you. We talked about grudges before. I remember you. I don't hold grudges. Did you forget that? Did you
Arizona.
forget your cousin yet? I ain't forget her.
What about Grudges?
No, Afro down there said she don't hold grudges. Oh, hold up. I ain't even looking at the screen yet. I gotta
I mean, yeah,
send this
come on up.
invite.
Yup, yup, yup. Yeah.
I still got
But
that video of her. That joke too, buddy.
No, I first of all, I do not hold grudges. Some,
good.
I wish they had
some.
a cap thing.
No, I don't though. Like it kind of align with your next topic. It's like what's unforgivable to you. What she said is unforgivable. She like literally wished unalive it on our grandma because she couldn't get $20. So I don't really consider that me holding a grudge against her. It's just more so when I see her, it's up.
There you go. Same talk. That didn't change. That's grudges. So let me give you
No,
something. I'm gonna put it
let me
this way.
let me finish.
Let me put it this way. Hopefully this help you out then.
No, let me
Because I feel like,
finish.
huh?
Let me
Okay.
finish. But if she ever if she can call me right now crying, tell me she needs some money for whatever on my life, I'm gonna send it to her because it's my cousin, regardless. I don't care what we go through, I got her back forever, regardless. But she just gotta give me that one. She gotta give me that one. She owe me one. Cause how you gonna say that about our grandma? Like,
Because
that's grandma.
I'm gonna give you something that.
What?
Don't you want forgiveness?
Do
If
I
you make
want
a mistake,
forgiveness? I mean,
huh?
if I'm apologetic, yes, I would want. If I really tell someone that I apologize and I really mean it, then I can't even say I would say yeah in a way, but also I would say no because the forgiveness is never for me. It will be for that person that's doing the forgiving.
Exactly. So, let me see. I'm gonna give you a couple things then.
Yeah, give me a
But
couple. Give me a couple of them. I requested on Cash App $3. Go ahead, send it over.
No, you
I'm the
need
one need
three
to get the
dollars.
money. What you talking about? Because I'm trying to help you out. That's so backwards.
I'm
But
not really scared. I can spare $3 if somebody need it, but I do have Venmo. I don't know. I
Oh,
think
that's a
I
joke
just
I be
need
saying with
to.
so
him.
so
I
hold on.
just
I
be.
wanna give her a couple of things then, right? Because you said that you wanna. I said throw the one or whatever I'm saying. So I'm gonna ask her one first question is like, do you think she still feel this way to this day? She's
Yeah.
the heck is that good looks? I don't know what that is. Good looks, whatever it
It was
was.
a swan. I
When
saw
the
the swan.
doves cry. That need to be the doves. Like, good looks, man. So,
But no, like I don't believe to this day she still talk about a lot of stuff that is irrelevant. She's literally in her 30s, and she go on social media and she will dog our whole family because somebody didn't send her $20. Literally,
you said
I
she
can go
still
to her
feel that
post.
way?
Yeah, she really
She's
still go on her platforms, and she will talk about our family like we did something to her. She literally talks about we are a hot topic. She always talk about us, even though nobody look at her, nobody respond, and nobody say nothing back about it. It's just the fact of you still have this so much hate in your heart for this side of your family. We ain't do you nothing. It's like one of those situations to where her mom held her back from our family, and then she
good looks
basically blamed
age.
us. And when my uncle had showed her all the court documents, everything showing her that he was doing an investigation, then PIs to go look for her. It was she felt like it wasn't enough, which I understand because I don't know, I can't understand because I had my daddy in my life, but
Right.
she was hurt, and I understand because she was hurt, but she was mad at the wrong people, and she still mad at the wrong people. It's like, girl, we didn't do you nothing. We just tried to embrace you, and it's like I don't let her
Is there
move
any
against.
way that she can go to therapy?
She need therapy, but she's the
Yeah.
kind of person that she thinks that she don't need nobody else. All she needs is herself. She could
Yeah.
be in a
So
car homeless, and she won't call nobody to help her.
it's like you aware of her problem, right? That's what it
Yeah,
sounds like, right?
I'm very
So
aware.
you would be considered a bigger person, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What
So
Eric, what Eric
if
May say? What Eric say? When they go low, I go lower. Okay, playing.
right, but that you know what I'm saying, that really don't make no sense. If you consider yourself as the bigger person and you know better than her, why would you, if you know she going through some mental things going on? That's like, I'm gonna put it this way. It's like holding a grudge. Sometimes you gotta treat people like they're kids, right? Because kids make mistakes. They say what they say out their mouth because they don't get their way and fold their arms. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us just big kids, you know what I'm saying, nowadays. That's what it be.
Yeah.
A lot of us just big kids. We ain't grow from stuff or whatever. Oh, you did that to me. You should know better and all that stuff. We grow up with this entitlement stuff that because you grown, you should know. Like I said, I was mentioning that earlier, that just because a lot of us really don't know better is like we supposed to. So my thing is, like, when you stoop to her level, it wouldn't make you know any better when you like, oh, well, I know you literally mentioned all the things she got going on with herself, but it's like, I don't know if you truly believe she going through what she going through.
No,
It's
I
obvious,
know
like,
it's like
she got
because
this
she
hatred,
choose to.
huh?
It's that she choose to go through this stuff.
Exactly, and you know that, right? And you know that. So it's
Yeah.
obvious. That's what I'm saying. A lot of us choose stuff that we shouldn't be doing, but we doing it because we don't know how to get out this hurt that we got going on
The
in us. We don't know how
self-love,
to get out this
remember?
spoiledness that we got in us. And a lot of us stuff, like I said, everybody grow up different ways, though. But I said,
Remember
get to a
that
Mm-hmm.
certain point that you got to treat them like they got to be like a kid, because a lot of us just big kids and stuff. That's all it is. So she never found a way yet to get out of
self-love.
whatever she going through.
She still doesn't think that she's worth to be happy, you know. I used to be an addiction. Before you came in, we were talking about that, you know, why we
Mm-hmm.
need to forgive others, right? So the time, first of all, I went through so many therapists, and I just found one in my life that really care, and she helped me navigate, giving me books, you know, telling me things that I need to do, is like mind out changing behavior, right? But yeah,
Yeah.
you know, I didn't have any self love. It was like you know, you choose your way out, truly. So just try to tell us, like, you know, hey, you know, it's like, find a good therapist, see if she's willing to go. Trying
She
to
gotta
do what you
want to.
can. Yeah.
But okay, you're right. See, if I haven't already chose that path with her, we done literally, we done open our homes up to this girl. Like plenty of times on countless occasions. And not wanting a dime back. But it's like as soon as she'll get mad at us, like we'll tell her no. Like she'll say she wants something. It's like, no, I'm sorry, I can't do it right now. It's freak y'all. Y'all know been there for me anyway. My mama the
I
only one that
got
been
people
in
in
my
my family
life.
live like that.
Yeah.
I'm just
But
like,
can I
girl,
tell
you
you
in my life
something?
right now.
Does she
That's why
have
I
a good
can't get mad at them, because
relationship?
there's a lot of people going through that in their family and
Yeah.
stuff. Well, I get mad at the person that got the mental issues when I know I'm better at handling mine. Why would I stoop to their level because I know they're going through what they're going through, even though they choosing it? I mean, like, sometimes we do have to be the one to be
Okay.
the bigger person, and sometimes you gotta let people fall on their face on their own or whatever. But a lot of that stuff, we take things personal because of what's going on with them. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing we gotta
Yeah,
we
I
gotta
definitely
learn
took
from
it
too, is not
personal
to
though.
take
I'm not
everything
gonna lie
personal.
though.
Because a lot of people just
I'm not gonna
reflect.
lie. I took it personal though. I took it personal
Exactly,
because
and
it's
that's the
like,
problem. That'd be the problem, right? That's exactly
but that's
our.
not fair
It's
to
all of
me.
our
That's to
problem, really.
me.
We
No. To me, it's not fair because how can I be the problem when I have given her nothing but love
yeah,
since
and
the
I hear the
Because
bully?
hurt. I can hear the hurt in there.
can I
She
try
used
to
to
make her
bully me.
understand?
Let me finish.
Let
Yeah, let me
let me
finish.
let can,
Go ahead.
can I
Okay, no,
can I let
no.
you give you a picture? Is like when a person is not good with themselves, they hate each other, and what it is, that the projection of what they feel inside, they throw it on people.
Right.
I
Mm-hmm.
don't know if who betray her. It's like as a child, if she had a good relationship with her mother, but usually if a child doesn't have a good relationship with the mother, like I didn't,
Mm-hmm.
my mother, you know, always told me, "You're no good," or even when she was hitting me, you know, and it's stick in my head. So even when I find people in my path, you know, that they wanted to help me, in my head is
Friend, that's
like
not the
they're
thing.
lying.
It's not, friend.
You know,
That's
they
not
want
her
distance,
situation though. That's not her
you know?
situation though. Like no, we like all her life we done sent her money, gifts, things to show like we are here for you. Like
You can't buy
no,
her mental though. That's my
Yeah,
thing.
no,
true.
it's not about buying her mental. Like we don't help this girl so much. Like what more do you want us to
Yeah,
do?
that's something she got to figure out
But
on
it's
her
not
own.
Therapy.
It's
just like
nothing you can
yeah,
do
it's
about
like
her changing
shame.
herself. We literally got people like that. I got a
But
lot of
it's
people in my family that's
but
like
she
that.
never changed herself though. Like, what if she never changed? Am I
Then
sitting
that's her life. You
okay,
can't you can't
I
you
would
can't lower your life because
absolutely,
of her life
I
is that
would
way.
let
That
the
has
girl, I
nothing to
would
do
let
with
the
your
girl
life.
go. I would let it go for her saying she wanted to unallow my grandma. I let it go.
Right.
Yeah, I let it
Because it's
go.
too many
But
people that say
it's
so
just
much stuff to us that
she
don't mean that they
still like
personally mean that.
antagonize us. Like she literally still like will
But that was
antagonize.
words
Like
though.
I don't have to block this girl because like she literally would get upset with me out the blue. I would like really be chilling. And she say, this old witchcraft girl, this girl spiritual. She a liar. She's not spiritual. And it's like you attacking me for what? Like I didn't do you nothing.
Because she projecting. She projecting the way she feel. Is she going it sounds like she going through a lot and she don't know how to handle her situation. That's
Yeah.
what
Truly,
it sounds like.
therapy.
She's taking out on everybody else, but
Yeah.
you
But
entertaining it,
you
or if
own
you trying to fall
yours.
through because of what she going through, that's gonna make you know better. You know what I'm saying? Because of,
Yeah.
Matter
like
of fact, the sooner you cut with her, just says like, give her an advice, and just you guys have to cut her because she's gonna have to think or
exactly, she
soon.
got you gonna have to. That's some people that's in there that like I be saying, people come and go in your life or whatever. Some people you gotta let them because you can't let them make you lower yourself. If you trying to build up with yourself, why go down to somebody level or go lower like you were saying earlier? What's the point of doing that? That's not gonna do nothing to better your life. It's just gonna better your ego for the moment. You know what I'm saying? A lot of that stuff don't even end well or go anywhere. Like what you gonna do? Beat her back to like, oh my, I think I'm gonna respect my, you know what I'm saying? Respect anybody. That's not gonna make it any
No.
better. That's just gonna get something off your chest because just that, and it's not gonna make her any better. And it's gonna be more of a reason why y'all hate each other and all that stuff. Like some
I
stuff
whipped
you
her
just
so
gotta
many
walk away
times.
from.
You're right, though. I had beat the girl up so many times she ain't learned yet, so you're right.
Wow.
Right. I mean, you're right. How many times I got to whoop on the girl? Fuck.
Yeah.
Maybe I should just reach out one more time and be like, hey, I know you said about grandma, but I know you be going through things. Let's talk about it.
I
Ugh.
literally go on, and that's what I just trying to learn myself again. This is something I just went through last year. Something that would happen to my one of my parents and stuff that somebody did to them that's affecting them for the rest of their life now. And now I had to realize like, dog, as bad as I want to, put stuff in my own hands, but at the end of the day, I'm trying to see what am I going to get out of that. Like, of course, I want to make my own justice and all that stuff, but all that's going to do is put me in a deeper hole. I'm going to end up in jail trying to handle the stuff myself. And then at the end of the day, if I know this person ain't going to learn nothing out of it and it's going to be something bigger, I was like, you know what? I just gotta, sometimes you gotta separate yourself from that situation. You gotta take time to think about it because, like,
You
I'm a,
believe in
I'm a
karma.
firm believer that everything happened for a reason, and you know what I'm saying. I know God will make a way if people believe in God. You know what I'm saying. He'll allow a
Yes.
lot of stuff to happen just to see how you're gonna control yourself out that situation and stuff. If people, I don't know, a lot of people believe
You
in
know,
God, some people don't.
you know that
And
in
yes,
my
I
life,
believe in
I never
karma.
believe in
I believe in karma.
retaliation.
Yeah,
I
that's why she did it,
never
because she
believe
gave it
in
to
it.
her right now. I
But
mean,
guess what? But guess what? Without retaliation, whoever hurt me, they got their own, without even me moving a finger. So,
because you get back from the universe what you put into the universe. It's
yeah.
gonna come back 10 times fold every time, and that's why she.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. You right. I shouldn't whoop on her because the universe beating her ass already. You right. That's why she go through the stuff she go through now because the things that she say
Yeah.
out her mouth, and not just about me or my family, just the
Yeah,
hate,
it sounds
the
like you enjoying
hatefulness.
it too.
No, I'm not enjoying it at all.
Yeah.
No,
No.
I'm not real talk. Real talk, I'm not though.
Really,
Real
if
talk
you
because I
really
would
say
never.
that you this way, you should be praying for her more than worried about her getting hurt and all this stuff or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because it sounds like it's just
Oh,
something,
she's not
something
getting
that
her.
she
She
got
just
a.
getting.
She sounds
She
like she got a
getting what she
teenage
what she.
mindset. That's what a lot. You
She
know what
got
I'm saying? That's
getting.
what.
I mean, she getting back what she putting out, and it's not necessarily I'm enjoying what
I
she's
don't think that
going
worked
through.
like that either, though. I don't think that.
No, it definitely works like that. What you put into this world is what you gonna get
Yeah, I
back every
understand.
time.
I
That's
understand
all.
reap what you sow though,
And
but think about this. You have not been a saint all your life too, so you think a lot of stuff gonna come back to you?
oh, of course.
Nah, I don't
And
believe that. I don't believe.
if it missed me, it'll get my children. It would get somebody in my
Nah,
family because I owe a debt. But
who?
that's just my
That's
spiritual
not how
belief.
God works. That's not how God.
I don't know.
I know
Yeah,
they.
'cause
I know people put it in
I
this
don't believe
world
in
to
the
make it
same
seem
God you
like that.
believe in, though, friend. You got to realize
Huh?
I don't believe in the same. You got to realize that I don't believe in the same God that you believe in. You know what I'm saying? So it's like a different spiritual practice have different spiritual things that they believe in, and
Oh,
that
okay.
gets that's just my
I feel
belief.
you.
But
I feel you.
yeah,
I
so
feel
it's
you
like
though.
nothing
So
against you.
yeah, yeah.
You send me three. You can still send me $3 on cash if you want to. I'm not.
Oh no, I
I'm not
wasn't
gonna
talking
hold
about that.
you.
But
Not gonna
no,
hold
okay.
you.
But if that make you feel better, I guess that is what it is, though. But according to that
No, it's
situation
not
or
what I
your
want to
guy,
feel
you in
better.
for it. You know what I'm saying? Because nobody on this earth is perfect. So all of us is in for
No.
it. We have no
You
chance of
kidding
changing
me?
because it's a lot of stuff we done when we was younger.
I
It's a
wish I
lot of stuff
was
we gonna
perfect.
do. You know what I'm saying? So according to this karma thing, what they be saying or whatever, which
Uh-huh.
I actually changed my mind on that when stuff happened to me. I'm like, dog, what the heck? How did I get my whole house ran into it? I've never done nothing bad to nobody. That's when I realized, that's why I stopped myself believing in this little karma stuff or whatever. Me myself, I'm a firm
Yeah.
believer if it's predestined, it's gonna happen. Whatever's gonna happen. But if we
Yeah.
living in this mindset where it's just we looking for, I think something gonna happen to me. That's like a lot of fear. That's gonna stop me from moving forward because I'm scared because I did something like, dang, I done stepped on this bug. Nah, I know I'm about to be hurt soon. Something gonna step on me or something like that or
But I
whatever.
have to ask you something. When you said that when you said that you never did nothing wrong. Now, I have a question. Are you sure you never, or you
No,
don't
that's
think?
how I felt. That's how I felt. But look, with
But
that,
looking
like,
back,
huh?
but
Oh.
if you step back, it's like, and if you look back, did you hurt somebody? Maybe I don't know.
No, I
I'm
don't take my
asking.
time to do that though because that's too much. That's too much. That's the
Mm.
thing. The thing is, what we do is set ourselves up. We set stuff up to make ourselves feel comfortable, right? So we like,
Yeah.
all right, well, I know this, or somebody stole this, or I know something's gonna be out for them, or something like that. I've been literally seeing people that go to jail, right? That do the worst stuff that change their whole life, and stuff don't even happen to them. That's how I know that stuff don't work like that. They get a chance to change their life. My thing is, according to if it was to go that way, right? All of
Mhm.
us is gonna be going through straight up hell for real because none of us, all of us is straight up. If we want to say, I don't know if y'all sinner, we are sinners.
I don't
We
believe in
do
hell.
wrongers. We do wrongers. We make mistakers. So a lot of mistakes
You
is
said
owed to
mistakers.
us, right? Huh?
You said mistakers. That's
Yeah,
my
I just
first time
made
ever
that one
hearing
up too.
it.
But whatever we want to call it, we do all that because humans do that. Humans,
Put that on
humans.
a t-shirt. How about
I
it?
don't believe in hell. So
Huh?
I don't
Yeah,
believe in
I
hell.
mean, I feel you on that though. But I was just saying we going through. We gonna go through what we gonna go through. The stuff we be trying to look out for is it's either gonna happen or not. But I don't think it working in this mysterious, magical way or whatever. Because it's like I said, it's according to our life, we should never be able to move forward. I'm gonna put it that way. We should never if it worked like
But it's
that because
also
we've
it
done a
depending
lot
on
of
your
wrong in
mind
our
frame
life.
too, though.
Huh?
You gotta take into account your mind frame because what you think is also going still into the universe. So
Exactly. And I was just about to say that and now I'm glad you just said that. This what I realized how that karma thing work, right? Because it's whatever
mhm,
you focus your energy on. Just like I be trying to focus now that I got my mindset
mhm,
on focus on positive. When you focus on positive, you're gonna see positive. You know what I'm saying? You
that's
focus
true.
on negative, that's what you're gonna see is negative in your life. But the life is
That's
full
so
of
true.
both of them, right? It's got both
Yeah.
of them, negatives and positive. But when you change your mind, when you change your mind frame or whatever, your mindset, that determine the way the way you gonna live it, like how you gonna live it or how you gonna handle if a negative come around. The way you handle it is different, right? Because stuff gonna happen. Stuff is predestined in your life to happen no matter what, if we set it up or not. I don't think that whoever our maker, whatever, they don't know what they doing. I believe they know every step we're gonna do because I believe whoever made us knew our life before we even live life, right? It should know
Yeah.
because why would we limit our creator's power? You know what I'm saying? Created us, so why wouldn't he know about us? Or he, she, whatever, or the earth, universe, why wouldn't they know it? Or, I don't know what we about. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, yeah. I mean, of course, they know. With okay, I'm not gonna go that far. Of course, yeah, they know. We all know. Yeah, we knew before we got here what we gonna come here to get ourselves into, because we signed a whole contract about what we got to supposed to come here to do. So we know. It's just the fact of sometimes it can be a little bit hard to remember exactly what was going on, and also you got, man, never mind. I'm sorry. It goes so deep, y'all.
Yeah,
Cause
but
you can have
I-
karma come from your
because
past life and follow
yeah,
you
because
here.
you're going that way, can I say my 2 cents in what I believe as in right
Sure.
now? So, coming from Catholicism, right, and the Bible and all that, and then my mother was Muslim, and then be messed up. Finally, it's like I've been doing research in the past 2 years, right? And I believe that we are people of energy. I believe also that's from when we're born, our job is supposed to be finding ourselves and find what we like to do in life, what's our gift. But society makes sure that you don't ask yourself, who am I, what I like, what I'm about. They don't want you to do that. They want to in the box, and because it's not natural and we go against our better judgment, like that gut feelings,
Yeah.
we're miserable. As miserable people, we eat toxic food, and then we take terrible decision. But truth is that therapy is out there, a better education about the food is there, and since I've been doing this, I have a powerful mind. I never knew that I have free will.
Exactly.
Hmm.
Exactly.
I shady y'all. What up them $3 though? Somebody,
I
somebody
told you.
hear me out.
I told you. Once you give me 300, then you get that $3. It's gonna be
Baby,
perfect
listen.
exchange.
You gotta
Remember,
be a
that's how.
good. You
That's
gotta
my
be a good
karma.
boy.
That's my karma. I got a 10 times yours. Since we believe in that, now I believe in what you believe in. Let's go ahead and do. You old back then. You stoop low, I stoop low, right? I love your belief. I love it. I love it now. I
Hmm.
love
You
it
gotta be
now.
a good boy for the 300. Then what you go through from 300? You gonna be a good boy?
I'm good enough, man. So I ain't good enough.
Okay,
I gotta get better
time
though.
for go to bed.
Oh,
It is. It
sleepyhead.
is
All right. I feel
126
you.
though.
Thank you for coming
Okay.
through.
Thank you for
Yeah.
inviting me. It's always very interesting. I like your lives. That's why
Oh
I
yeah,
follow you.
man. I
Cause
tried.
his contract is to spread positivity. That's what
There
he's
you
supposed to
go.
do.
So see Afro learning. She know. She know. That's my thing, man. Trying to,
Man.
you know.
I'm gonna go ahead and forgive my cousin, man, because I got me thinking, we over here doing shadow work. Like, wait a minute, damn, I am kind of hurt.
See the,
He
and
hurt
that's
my
the
feelings.
thing. That's what I learned though. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of this stuff. Of course, like I said, I expect pushback on a lot of stuff because, like, all this stuff I've did to myself, anyways. It's a lot of stuff because, like I said, it's just all right. It's the ego. That's the main thing. That's why you're gonna hear me
Mm-hmm.
talk about that a lot. It's the ego that make us stubborn because we grew up. It's a habit. We grew up. It's a habit of seeing our parents doing these things, seeing what people influence us be this certain way and all that stuff, and it's kind of hard to kind of grow out of it. But it just made me realize it's like you know, like I said, it's a hard pill to swallow for yourself and stuff. But it's like that's why I be telling people that I would literally make a trade because most of the time it's just a feeling. Sometimes we get in our feelings for a quick second about something, but then again, sometimes when you overcome that feeling, it keep you from the long term misery because all we had to do was handle that or put that little feeling in check. Like you know what, nah, you know what, I'm better than this. I can, and if a human is possibly can do this type of growth, I can do it myself too. It's a lot of stuff I just look at like, you know what? If it's humanly possible, I know I can do it. to up myself, to self-motivate myself. That's what they, self-motivation come in at. You can use ego in that way,
I came in here to troll. You got me finna get ready to call my cousin. Tell her I'm sorry. Call her. I came to troll
I would
you.
love to hear that, man. I would love to hear that, but
you gonna hear me get cussed clean out.
But even that though, look, my thing is I won't even say do that. You don't have to, because like the thing is, like I said, if you're the bigger person, right? This is only, the forgiveness is just for yourself. She might not be able to understand because it sounds like that she, like I said, it sounds like she need to talk to somebody for real. She might need this live or something like that or whatever. But I know if you saying that she bad, she is or whatever. She probably be in this thing and probably to get blocked because she probably gonna go berserk. What you gonna tell me about myself? Yeah, I can see that, but I can see that you try to listen and stuff, huh?
She would though, real talk.
Yeah, I can tell this the way you described it.
Accountability. It's like no matter what corner I turned in, you like, hell nah. Bring your head back here. You wrong. I'm like, damn. I guess I am. I mean, yeah, I do know her situation. I do know how she grew up. Mm-hmm. Okay, you right.
I like that. See, that's what I'm saying. That's putting that ego to the side. It's just, what I'm saying, it's just all about. I feel you. I like that too. That's all it takes, because it's a relief. Like once we really figure this thing out, it's kind of a relief on our life for real. Like I said, my thing is I chose peace.
You be on live this long.
Nah, that's the only reason why I'm on live, because I'm not. I ain't got no distraction. I'm put it that way. So nah. I
had to look a look, say meet, get your about that live, boy. Meet.
Right, I can't do that. I need to get these words out, man. I'm trying to help some people. I'm gonna find me a chick that ain't all that she, that's gonna probably be on the same page and stuff. That want me to do this or whatever. Because I could be in the club or something, but I don't do that no more.
You don't do that no more.
Like all that stuff was a hard pill to swallow. Like, I used to be going to the club and stuff. I used to be like, even me choosing to be celibate, right? That was hard.
Same here. You celibate too?
Yeah, I'm like 2 years now.
How long you celibate? I've been 2 years. April the 9th, 2023. I made 2 years of being celibate.
Okay, there you go. Because it's a whole nother different type of energy, man. Once you realize you got control of that, especially a man, because men be want to tear some stuff up every second, and stop it, but still, we changed it though. But it's like, because I grew up in this, I'll have to realize, like, what am I? Because I always try to look to my future and stuff, how things play out. So I'm like, all right, I'm going to these clubs and stuff just to get something temporary. It don't even be with them. Like, even if I'm, sleeping with some, it's still some type of emotion behind it, no matter if we want to say it or not. I don't care or not. We be faking this stuff off, but we know when we smash or something, there's some type of connection to it. So it's like, I look at it like, this is not no long-term thing. It's just a quick part of pleasure. But at the end of the day, I know I want me a wife at the end of the day. I want somebody that I'm going to be with that's going to last a little longer than just this quick one night, or this one 15-minute, or whatever, 20, 40, whatever, depending on how I'm feeling that night. Pleasure, and then don't even be with them at the end of the day. And don't even see them no more. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these people don't. I feel like
it can't even be pleasurable for me no more if it's like, if I can't vibe with you intellectually, spiritually, emotionally, just me doing it to you physically, it's not giving for me no more. It's like it gotta be way more than that for me.
Yeah.
I just
it's a blinder. It's a blinder. It make you make the wrong choices too. Like, I used to put up, like, and then exactly, I didn't want to admit it, but because I wasn't really full controlled. I mean, was like, sex didn't control me like that though, but it could play a major part of my decision, because I'd be looking at people off their looks and stuff, like, dang, she got some nice lips or something like that, or she got this fat booty or something like that. But then I would try to look at the littlest thing, like, oh, she do know how to make some food or something like that. But then again, I'm overlooking that she got an attitude problem. I'm overlooking like all the red flags, because, like I said, that sexual lens will make you make another whole decision. Like, dang, I'm gonna try.
Yeah. For me, I don't even know if I can admit, I believe. Nah, I know it. I was a gold digger. I was. If a dude couldn't do nothing for me financially, I didn't want to do nothing with him freakitively.
Yeah.
And it took for like this dude, bro. This dude broke down to me, like begging me, like, why you doing me this way? Like I never did nothing to you. All I wanted to do was love you. And I don't know what about that man crying to me that way made me stop looking like, dang, I didn't think it would affect you this much. And I had to really look at me like, what about me that made me such a messed up person? Like, why did I just want to take dudes for their money? And I wouldn't even have sex with them. Like, I can count on one hand how many times I had like a body on me. I can count on one hand. But it's like I didn't understand exactly why. But then I end up realizing doing shadow work. My daddy took care of my mama. No matter what my mama wanted, what she needed, however she talked to my daddy gave it to her, whatever, whenever, however. It didn't matter. So I grew up looking at men as, you got some money. You got some money tip. I just want to see what you got for me. I don't really want to get to know you on no real personally kind of level because it's not even what I was on at the time, you know? And I don't know, it's something about that man breaking down to me. Like, man, I feel so bad. Even I get feel bad because I used to do people, but that man cried so hard, bro. He's like, one of those cries where it woke up his ancestors.
Oh
It
my.
was one of those cries. I was one of those cries. And I couldn't even, it was nothing that I could say or do to fix the hurt that I had put up on him. So now, the man, I broke a good man. That man is trash. He treat women like trash.
Yep.
He like talk to him trash. Because I hear about him through the grapevine, And it's like it made me feel bad because it's like, dang, like bro, it's like in a way I'm kind of the reason why that man liked it because he wasn't always like that, and like
Exactly.
that man didn't deserve it. So it's like I don't know how I'm gonna even. I mean, of course, I'm doing better now. I'm not using dudes for their money now, but sometimes I feel like it's not enough. I should do more, or like even with him, like try to. I don't want to be with him, you know what I'm saying? But like just reach out against, apologize, because I do feel bad. I ain't gonna lie. I think about that man every day, and like every day I think about that man. I think about that man's on his That man's on his knees, like. Please, Bunny, don't do me this way, Bunny. Like, what is about me, Bunny? Why you? I'm just like, man, bro, like, what's wrong with me? And it was, all I can say is that I was just a trash person. I would get trash. I felt like I wanted to use my looks and my body to get whatever I wanted. And it wasn't the way to be. And it's not. And I'm not gonna lie, I still feel strange. I know that was years ago, but it's just like, how can somebody be so messed up? And then it's like I look at that person, don't even recognize who that girl is no more, because it's like that's not who I am no more. But I still get ashamed. Like, why did I do that? Like, why did I do that to that man? He ain't deserve it. I mean, I at least could get the man a little cootie cat. I ain't even give him that. Even not with the
Really,
sex.
and a lot of that stuff is just because, like I said, I'm a firm believer that everything happened for a reason. It's
I
just
get my
something
word.
that y'all both learn or grow from that point. It's gonna be something that because I do feel that though. I was going through that too though, and I do feel like a lot of men the way they are is because of they got hurt at one point because. And the only reason why I say that, it probably might have, it ain't no gender. I'm not trying to do no gender thing though, but
I'm just saying.
a lot of because of our the way we are created, because women gotta have their standards, right? They gotta have certain stuff that they look for. The dude gotta have this and that or whatever. And a dude, all they really want is just the cootie cat. You know what I'm saying? Cootie cat, and actually love the woman or whatever. So if they not matching, like if you ain't giving no money or it's a lot of stuff that just women want, and then it's just a lot of stuff though. But
And that's why nowadays I think they also have to play a part into like why I am the way I am now with dudes when it comes to money. Like if I'm talking to a dude, I'm giving the dude bread. It's like, here you go, baby. Go do this, go do that. I also feel like it's another reason why I give dudes money. And my mama, she's like, you don't get no nigga no money. He's like, Mom, I'm loaded, baby.
I'm loaded.
The checking in the savings is full, baby. The credit card is on lock. If I want to buy this man a PS5, I'm gonna buy this man a PS5. And she was so mad. She was so mad. But it's just like I be tricking on my niggas. I be tricking.
Watch out. Watch out.
But
for
I don't
that.
be doing nothing. I don't be doing nothing with her.
That's what the high priest stand for. Okay, my bad. Watch out. It's like, nah.
Yeah, big pee.
But
No, I'm a
yeah.
priestess. I'm a teacher. I'm a hoodoo practitioner teacher. I teach people some things they need to know about. But they not more so
But that's
accepting.
what I try to get people to do though. It's not we can't just don't regret our past, man. Literally everything do happen for a reason. It's something, like I said, it's either something for us to grow from, adapt with, or change from, or something like that. It's never like a negative thing, because a lot of times we wouldn't be who we are today if it wasn't for our past.
Yeah.
Because a lot of stuff we had to learn. That's like I was talking about stress before in one of my lives or whatever. A lot of stresses or stuff we got to go through, stress, traumas, and all that stuff, so we can become a stronger person. Because if it happened to us, we wouldn't know. If it didn't happen to us, we wouldn't know how to go through it once we get it. I mean, once we go through what we go through, or whatever. So that's why a lot of that stuff just happened, because we got to figure out what we can do to come from it or whatever, and actually make it stronger though. And make it stronger once we get out of it. It's like no different from a muscle. Of course, it hurts at the beginning. You lift weights and all that stuff. Oh, I'm sore. It hurts. Why I'm going through this? As soon as it heals and stuff, or you figure what what I'm saying, then you stronger. That's how it be.
Baby, I broke my leg.
See?
Yup, broke it clean off. I'm telling you.
Mm-hmm.
I just looked at it like, well, I did deserve it. Can't even. I was fucking off. Ruby, could you please stop?
A lot of stuff be setting us up for our life and stuff. That's why
You're
we
not
go
getting
through
nothing
what
else
we
to eat,
go through.
girl. You're not getting nothing else to eat. Go ahead and get up out my face. It's 2:00 in the morning. No. You can't have no snacks.
This is one story that gets stuck in my mind when I think about that. My pastor said a while ago, he was saying something about this dude complaining about he had lost his finger or something like that. Something happened where he lost his finger, and I guess he was complaining to God, like, dang, why this happened to me or something like that, and why, what I'm saying, complaining, was mad because he lost his finger. And then in the future, like, somehow that he ended up getting captured by these people or something like that. And these people was about to I guess they like cannibalists. Not cannibalists. They was what's the other one? Where they eat people. What is it?
Cannibal.
Oh, I did say it right. Okay. So they eat people or something like that, whatever. But they looked at him because he was missing a finger, because I guess it was something against them. They can't eat people that's partial body. They gotta have a full body. They basically freed him. They freed him or something like that. But as I was saying, it shows that, a lot of stuff. That's why I'm saying that a lot of stuff happened and we be complaining about, but it's really setting us up for our future. So that's why it's like it opened his eyes, like, dang, I lost my finger at that time, but it saved my life today. You know what I'm saying? Because the dude don't, they don't eat partial people or something like that.
Man,
That's
that's
why I be
trash.
trying
Well,
not
you
to
gonna eat
complain
all
so
the
much.
meat, man.
Huh?
They said they want to eat that man off the bone. They
Boy,
don't
they
want to
wanted
eat
the
nothing
full
else.
thing. They like, what the heck? I don't want this piece. That's like somebody taking a bite of your chicken. You know what I'm saying? And you ain't about to eat a bitten chicken. Alright,
I'm
so that's
good,
what that
Joy.
was. My boy Cosmo in there, boy. The
You
evil
on her
twin.
late, ain't you?
Toxic twin, I mean. That TT. It ain't TikTok, toxic twin.
You on her late, ain't you?
Y'all toxic.
Nah, that's the toxic side of me. We be on the same page on a lot of stuff.
How long you been on her, cuz? You hopped on her late.
I hopped on late. I tried to take a couple hours sleep at 8 o'clock, and then I woke up like dang near 2. About 2 o'clock.
You missed a
2:43.
lot, man.
Yeah, I think you wasn't. I think you was on live and stuff earlier and stuff. We've been on live all day. I think. No, you about to be asleep. Hope you bring your pillow while you in here.
What's up? I don't know how I'm still up.
I can hear it in your voice.
What's up?
Oh, man.
You sleep crazy. I done heard the craziest stuff all day.
Oh man. What that happened? I seen you had one of them lives. You had some controversial thing up. I forgot what you had though.
$1 to drop people.
The
Had
what?
them going crazy.
You had to drop people?
$1 to drop people.
Oh, that something like that. I did see something like that. Yeah.
I left a live like that.
Um,
They was annoying the freak out of me. I don't like those kind of debates where you are in the middle of an explanation or something. They say, "Let me ask you this." I'm like, "Well, I ain't even finished what I was saying." But you want to ask me a question? Then I go into ask the question. Let him finish. Let him. I'm like, well, you didn't let me finish. So
That's
I don't want to let
because
you
some
finish.
lives is with a bias already, and sometimes they don't want you to answer the way they want you to answer too. So
I'm
that'd be
trying
It
to
the
was
think.
something about black men, something about black men and black women. Something. I forgot exactly what it was. It was
and
something
that's
on
all
that
it takes to make a live jump to 500. Just them two words together. Black
I'm
men,
trying to
black
think
women.
what's unforgivable. I guess going back on your word, bro. It's unforgivable to me.
Okay, so I'm gonna do the same thing. Have you ever did it before? Went back on your word?
No, if anything, I can't, I feel short of my word.
It's worded different when it comes to self.
I ain't never,
That's the
That's
whole
what I
point of this
love about
project. Cause
you.
I be like, a lot of stuff we done did that we asked for, or we would be hypocrites.
I ain't never
He said, I
reneged
feel
on
short. I
somebody.
haven't went back on my word. That's funny. I like how you did that. You got me cracking up.
Nah, but there's people that are straight renege on you though. I don't
I feel
renege
you
on
though.
people. If I ain't come through, I'm able to explain what happened.
What's that? What that may do it? What's that?
It's
Big
man,
money.
you may
Afro
now,
ain't playing in here, man.
and you may at
I
it's
almost give her $3 in a minute. It's a wrap.
Not $3.
My them $3 is almost on its way now. Hey, say that.
Nah, but I try to like spend like $100 on TikTok to like my favorite person that day.
Oh
You know,
wow.
depending
I'm
on like
on.
on like the topics and stuff and whatever.
man, I'm finna get my phone fixed so I could
Uh,
be in lives and read at the same time.
oh, what the?
Hmm?
The good looks again, Fro.
All my
Afro.
books, all the books I be reading on my phone. I be want to talk to people and read at the same time.
You ever did
Wow. I'm talking
Audible?
about.
Nah, I don't like audiobooks. The people be
Oh
reading too
It's
man.
fast.
crazy. Audio book is what actually changed my life. What is crazy.
Facts.
Yeah,
And I
they
take
Changed
really
my
notes
got
on
life
those
me.
like 2 years
audiobooks
ago.
too. Same.
Uh, You know the reason why? It's like I said, I would recommend this book to everybody because it's just, and I think everybody gonna probably interpret it different though. But when I heard this one, it's this book called Atomic Habits. It's a 5 hour audio book, and it woke me up on a lot of stuff. And like I said, and when I was talking to you earlier about the swallowing it's a hard pill to swallow when you figure out stuff about your own self or whatever. I'm like, dog. I was saying a lot of stuff, and that book was like, no, it ain't this. I was like, dang. So I had to take it in like, dang, he's saying that. That's what changed my life. But the thing is, like I said, once I got my feelings out the way, you know what I'm saying, and I actually realized a lot of stuff I was doing was wrong. When I can actually admit when I'm wrong and all that stuff, 'cause a lot of us don't like doing it. I started to learn to be more open minded, and then I made this choice. Like when I realized we can identify ourselves the way we want to be, because we limit ourselves. Like I'm this way because it is. My parents was that way, so I'm this way or something like that. When I realized that we can make a choice to be whatever we want, because we only this way because of habits. That's why it's called, the book is called Atomic Habits, because our life is based off habits, and we make a habit out of stuff. That's what we end up becoming. That's what we identify ourselves as. So that's when I was like, I'm gonna identify myself as a positive person, because I don't see what can go wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? So I try to give out as much positive energy. I try to look at stuff through a positive lens and all that stuff. So I had to figure out different things to um have a positive mindset, because it's so easy, because that's all everybody do is have negative mindset. Majority of us, what they call it, pessimistic type mind. A lot of us is pessimistic and stuff, which is like negative thinking and all that stuff. Instead of being they optimistic, was the opposite. Looking at stuff through the positive lens. So it's like we got them two choices in life. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe it's a middle. It might be a middle ground, whatever. But
Yeah, the logical lens.
yeah. So I'm like, I'd rather had chose that though, because it actually, like I said, once you change your mind frame and mindset, like I said, you look at stuff and you live life a whole different life. Like actually, you are your beliefs. Whatever your beliefs is, or you choose to believe in, that's what you become. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But it made me. I would recommend that book if anybody wanted to just look up on SoundCloud. I listened to it on SoundCloud. Right, it's a book called Atomic Habits, made by what's this dude name? The dude, uh, what's this
Like
dude
a
name?
Deepak Chakra kind of book.
Huh?
It's like a Deepak Chakra kind of book.
Y'all know this dude name? Hold on, it's his name.
I don't know his name, man. Can't tell
Atomic.
you
Oh
what
no,
it
I'm
is.
trying to. Right, I didn't even say atomic. Atomic Habit. Oh, the dude named James Clear. The dude named James Clear, but the one that was saying who was the dude name? The one that was reading the book was he the motivational speaker. His name is let me see. Hold on.
Samuel Jackson.
The top motivational speakers.
Morgan Freeman.
Oh no, I couldn't. If Morgan Freeman, I'd go straight to
Tony
sleep.
Robbins. This is Eric Thomas. So Tony Robbins is the one that read it though.
Never heard
I
of
would
him.
listen to the 7 Laws of Spirituality, of Spiritual Success. That
Mm.
helped me with like a lot of not even like spiritual practices, but more so like really analyzing myself and how it changed, it reprogrammed my mind and how I look at into stuff. Like
Yeah.
how you said, I identify as a positive person. That's what I'm going to be. So when
Yep.
I say what I'm going to do, I don't say, well, it's hard for me to do this or
There you go.
maybe or what if, because it's like I'm already putting that self-doubt on myself. So it's like, why would I do that?
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Oh
going to
yeah.
give
Nah.
myself
It
everything that
took
I
me a
want.
minute though, but now I'm following you.
I mean, it's never done.
It took some time. I like that you trying to. I like this, man. I like this. I'm learning a lot from you,
I
man.
don't know, man. The only
Like I
book I
said,
You
even
welcome.
read
No
so far.
worries.
we gotta really want this change. That's
Anytime.
what I'm saying.
Anytime. I'm here to help the peoples. Okay.
Yep.
The
But it
only
Well,
book
if
sounds
I
like
really read.
that's why I mentioned before, because that's why I said it sounds like you the bigger person on that situation we was talking about earlier. Because I could actually see, I can hear you trying to give, actually hear things out. A lot of people, a stubborn person don't want to hear anything, right? A stubborn person
mm,
gonna make up any excuse and to stay the way they is at the end of the day. But the fact that you even saying that you going to read stuff because people want to change, right? That's what it seemed like,
because it's
because you
like
reading up stuff
it's
to make you help you
mhm.
change,
It's one of
right?
those. It's one of those when you get pushed into a corner. What you gonna do? Are you gonna face yourself, or are you just gonna sit there and blame everybody else?
Exactly,
And it was like
exactly.
every corner that I went to, you was like, but you know this about her, right? And I'm like, yeah, well, fuck, she did this though. You're like, but you also know this about her, right? Well, yeah, I mean, you got a point.
Look, but I do this to myself though. That's what it started off. It had to start off with self because I'm like, and that's why I say because my mama even hit me with one of that, and I was like, but I ain't gonna lie, some stuff it do take a little time, right? Some stuff take time to figure out because I be
I
trying
mean,
to
but it's been
figure out
enough time.
how can I forgive
It's been
something.
enough time though. Like that happened in what year is it? 2023. She said that in 2016.
Oh,
And she been running ever since because I told her I got her one when I tell somebody I got you. That like the dude above me said something. I'm a woman of my word. I told you I was gonna duck you up, so now I'm gonna duck you up. But now it's like,
I had a
is
grudge.
it really even that I can't? It's not. That's not of me no more. I guess.
There you go. There you go. He got
So
me
it's like I
smiling
just
over here.
got.
I love hearing this stuff, man. I love it. I love it, man. Like I said, I feel you better than that. I can hear it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of
Yeah,
us,
I mean, I know you say I don't have to reach out, but in a way,
if it make you
I
feel,
feel.
if it make you feel better,
No, not
yeah.
even about me, cause you got me thinking about her now. I'm putting myself into her shoes and like looking at to see like,
You
dang,
said it
did she
right
ever really
there.
feel like that she had anybody? Like we gave like y'all also said you can't buy her, and what we gave her money all the time. So it's
Hmm.
like she could have felt like y'all didn't want to brush me off and give me money, and I'm more than just money. So it got me looking at her like, dang, this how she was looking at it, like.
Yep.
It wasn't because of love, or it was just because we want to give you money to stay away. Because they
Hmm.
also would add to what her mother was saying. So it got me thinking. I'm really over here thinking like that. We were telling her like, girl, we done did all this stuff for you. In the argument, we say, well, my mama said you gonna do that anyway. She said you gonna say that, and I'm just like, girl, Uncle
You
Luger
just
gave you
said a major
time.
key factor, and I like how you said it. I don't know if
What?
you had noticed it, but you said it, and that's the main thing that comes with forgiveness is a lot of us don't never put ourselves in other people's shoes, and you just said it. That's the number one thing. If I was that person, why would I? If I lived this, if I got brought up this way, would I be like that? And that's how exactly how I think. That's what make me be more forgiving more nowadays. Is putting myself in other people's shoes, and make me realize that I don't have the same mentality as everybody else. Everybody do have different mentalities, and maybe if I was brought up this way, I might be the same exact way. You know what I'm saying? And I would want forgiveness. You know what I'm saying? Once I figure out and wake up one day, you know what I'm saying? That's the reason why I was saying, and I like how you said it. That's the main thing.
I didn't even notice it.
Yeah, I'm about to say you probably didn't even notice it, but that is the key right there: is putting yourself in somebody else's shoes.
Now I'm feeling bad for the bitch. God damn.
What's up, bro? What's up,
What's
bro?
the deal,
Kevin?
Broderick in the building? What's the deal, man? Oh
I'm
yeah, man. You already know you coming this live. I'm gonna have y'all thank you, man. That's how it be.
trying to say, wait. Yeah, John say there are degrees of grudges, and I feel like it's degrees of grudges and degrees of forgiveness. Like,
What up, family?
what's
What's up,
Yo.
going
Al?
on?
What's going on, family? Y'all good?
Yep.
Yeah.
You?
That's what's up, man.
Good.
I'm good, man.
You said so.
Sorry.
Cosmo said the degrees of forgiveness and degrees of grudges. So what you was meaning about it?
Right. So we know it ain't right to judge people, right? So if you
Uh,
just
externally, yeah, I figured that out. I mean, I seen that too.
so
Making you can make righteous judgments though.
so I had a topic on one of my topics on my live was judging versus constructive criticism.
That was it.
So if a person don't using constructive criticism to determine whether a person deserves a certain degree of forgiveness, then they shouldn't have no problem. You know what I'm saying? Whether trying to figure out if they should love from a distance or not. You know what I'm saying? Or give that person the benefit of being around them. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
I can respect that. Yeah, that's some respect right there. Hey, I had on my channel last night, man, I was talking probably for about a good 30 minutes, right? And I struck some nerves with some people, right? I guess I had them thinking, right?
Mm-hmm.
Did you not? I guess it's just my ideology, man, or whatever. You know that when you love the wrong person, man, it hurts them because they know they don't love you and they never receive the type of love that you would give them.
Hmm.
So the harder that you love them and the harder that you want to hold on to them, it's actually hurting them. And then what makes you uncomfortable or sad is the fact that you give your love because it's not reciprocated, but it's just a simple fact that you don't understand why another person won't accept it.
Hmm.
I wish I had any. I don't know. I don't. I don't know how they feel to like
Yeah, I
be
mean,
in
but you
love
know,
with somebody.
yeah. Okay, so let me ask you a question. If you had a dude that was just like unconditional love, like didn't matter, right? Could you accept
I
it,
don't
or would
know.
you, or
I
would you
don't know
just
what
be
that
like,
feels.
I don't know, like kind of standoffish from it, you know?
I don't know because I
I, I
never. I don't know what it to feels.
I've been
I don't know what.
invested in somebody and it was a bad investment. So I
Mm.
had to kick
Yeah,
myself in the butt.
yeah.
You know,
Well,
even with that, right? That comes with, and that's why I be saying that with about understanding, though. Understanding, which I'm a firm believer, understanding is the key to life.
hmm
Um, I think once you learn how to understand yourself and really know what you really want from people or a significant other, just but people in general, when you what you really want, right? What you want for yourself, that's what you, and it got to be something. There got to be something major that you can that you can basically connect with another person with though. But it do come with a lot of understanding. When you understand yourself or whatever, that's when you figure out what type of yeah, love is it's subjective though. It just depends on what you love in a person for or whatever, or what you know. It's
yeah.
just a feeling though, for real. It's a feeling.
Yeah. I wanted to jump so bad into other people's lives earlier because when I said that last night, right, it was like a lot of people was like, yeah, I can't. Some people were on the fence with it. I think more people on the fence with it because it started to open their minds up to like, you know what I'm saying? Like we get in these relationships, you know what I'm saying, men and women or
Mm-hmm.
whatever the case may be. And it's like, a woman to love a man and they don't reciprocate it back because they know that they gonna mess up and then like when you give it to women and women know they can't do it because they know they're gonna mess up. And then I think the people that have that loving nature in them, it's not the fact that you know what I'm saying they want something back in return. They just want to show that person that they know is already hurt that there's actually some person out there that will love them. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I think that, like I said, I think the love that you show certain type of people, a certain caliber of people, it hurts them more because, like in the comments, like some people never had unconditional love. Some people never had love, period. It all starts with the nurturing and the upbringing of people. But you know what I'm saying? I like to touch on a lot of different stuff on my podcast or, you know what I'm saying, my channel or whatever. But, you know,
Mm-hmm.
it's just one of
No,
the
I
questions
don't.
I
I
have.
don't experience love like I've experienced love, like love from my mother, my father, my family. Me loving a friend, me loving y'all, because I even though I don't know y'all, I know you are of me, and I do love you. But I have
Mm-hmm.
never been romantically in love with someone, and I think I don't know. I don't know why. It's just I
Yeah,
never
the art
felt
of
the
it.
urge to really people. I don't mean to sound big headed, but I felt that people was not ever deserving of my love. The love that I have to give. If I'm going to be in love with you, I need that person to love me wholeheartedly and not
Yeah,
halfway. And I've
yeah,
also seen so many women in my family, not my mom, my dad, they still together, but like cousins, aunts, sister in the bed crying to me because a man done broke their heart.
yeah,
Crying to me
yeah,
on the phone, yelling and screaming because what this man done did to her. And it scared me away from being in love with people. That's what it is. It scared me. I started to become afraid of being in love with people because I was afraid of what it was going to do to me. Was I going to end up being like them, or
Or if you
was
was
I going
paying
to be safe?
attention, if you were paying attention to their mistakes, then you shouldn't have been worried.
I never pay attention to my mistakes. I can't look at somebody else's mistake because I'm not living their life. I
Yeah,
go look at what I've done.
that's
I
yeah,
can't.
that's one of those things too, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I grew up with, you know what I'm saying, before my stepdad jumped in, you know what I'm saying, before he came along, like my
Oops.
mom was angry all the time. You know what I'm saying? And when my stepdad jumped in, it was like a weight off her shoulder because another man cared, you know what I'm saying? And I live my life by that
Mm-hmm.
same rule because I got stepchildren. And now I have my own biological child, you know what I'm saying? And it's just like I won't make the mistakes of my father, but you know what I'm saying? I like I said, I asked that question because I counsel people and just like, you know what I'm saying, just like you said, Afro, it's like, you know what I'm saying, like you see what you go through and it's just like you don't want that hurt and turmoil, you know what I'm saying, because you know what I'm saying, what you see people go through. And that was a question that I spawned last night, is that when you love a person, they never had it, and then it doesn't come back. You know what I'm saying? Like it puts you it puts you in some type of mood. You know what I'm saying? And it makes you start thinking and second guessing yourself. But the one thing we never can cut off is the fact that we actually love people. Like if I like you, I love you. If I love you, then that means that we are the family or we together. If you know what I'm saying, we take steps with being together. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't know how to distinction, you know what I'm saying, between that emotional barrier, you know what I'm saying? So like I said, I just wanted to ask a question, you know what I'm saying?
That
I
was a
just
good
wanted to
question.
ask a question, get some more ideology behind it, you know what I'm saying? Like I like I said, I said what I said last night, and that shit that actually got like a lot of people thinking, you know what I'm saying? It actually got
Hmm.
people thinking and people were talking, you know what I'm saying? Not in a violent way like I seen all day. Like people on here just go crazy with each other.
So,
Like I don't
so you saying if you love someone too hard or something like that, right? That they get hurt by it?
No, I'm saying like when you show a person love, right?
Uh huh.
If they never experienced love, like if they like okay,
You want to hear girl
let's say,
sleep?
let's say you get into a relationship, right?
Yeah.
And
Mm-hmm.
apparently, y'all like each other, right? But one or the other is gonna start showing love, like some type of deep emotion towards you, right? Or
Yeah.
you show emotion towards a different person, right?
Yeah.
And you're invested in actually loving this person, right?
Hmm.
What I said was, you know what I'm saying, you can love a person and it starts to hurt them because they know they can't give that type of love back.
Mm. Like an insecurity or something.
You know what I'm saying? And you try to you don't want to intrude on it, but at the same time, if you know this person or if you're with this person, it starts to hurt them because they know that they're not for you. But they don't know, and I went even deeper into the conversation because they know that they see what you're doing and they don't want to. They know what they're doing to you, but you don't know what you're doing to them. You know what
Mm.
I'm saying?
Would that go
Yeah.
like being in love with the idea of being in love? In any kind of
Nah,
love would do?
nah. It's no, no, God, no. It's
The
pretty much.
thing
It's pretty
is, a
much.
lot of people ask for what they not ready for. That's what it is. A lot
Yeah,
of
it's
people don't
pretty
even know
much. You
what
know what
that
I'm
is.
saying? Like, it's kind of like, okay, think about it like this, right? If
Mm-hmm.
all right, let's say you got a homegirl or a homeboy, right? And y'all been friends for a long time, right? And of course, y'all do for, or you do for this person, they do for you, whatever, right? And let's just say
Uh-huh.
one day out the blue, right? They birthday pop up, right? And they done had a mess. They whole life they done had a messed up birthday, right? And let's say you known them for a couple of years, and you just pop up, and they just like, nah, I don't want to do nothing. And this one year, you say, you know what? I'm gonna do this for this person, and you get that energy because I had it happen to me one time where I actually, you know what I'm saying, one of my partners, I was like, hey bro, we're gonna go out and do it, and the person was uncomfortable. That was me showing love to one of my partners, right? And then later on it was just like, yeah man, that was cool, you know what I'm saying, but I don't like doing that for my birthday. It's like, okay, cool, you know what I'm saying, like you know what I'm saying, it's the same as far as like relationships too. You know what I'm saying? Like we all been in those type of relationships where you like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? You mess with a person, you know what I'm saying? You love this person, but the energy is just off when you do something or you keep showing you're actually hurting them or you actually did hurt them by doing it because they don't know how to give it back. They
Mm.
don't know they feel like they owe you at this point. A lot of people think like that.
So like in
Yeah.
a way kind of limiting yourself.
Nah, because love is infinite.
But
You just
but
understand the
if you
type of
give
people that you got.
if
You
you
don't
giving
understand the type
somebody
of
the
people that you talk to.
love and they know that they will not be able to give you the love that you deserve, and they're not loving you the way that you are loving them. To me, that's limiting yourself. That's limiting yourself from the true love that's really out there for you. You
Nah,
stand there being with
nah,
one
you never
person.
expected. They never expected it. That's the thing about it.
Mhm.
Because a lot of people that they can't show it back or have been used by so many different people that when it's actually genuine, it's coming like full force. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you do something, you be like, nah, bro, you good. It's just like helping somebody with gas money or something, just something simple. You be like, man, I don't need nothing back from you. You're like, you good, you got it. It's that
That's ego.
it was yeah, it was a small question with a big meaning. Like I didn't want to offend nobody, but it was just a small question that I asked last night that got people thinking. You know what I'm saying? It really ain't got nothing to do with ego and pride. It's just like people ain't never experienced ego and pride thing. People just been hurt. Like a lot of people just been hurt, and then when they got
Yeah.
that person that comes along that actually shows that power to like hear. You know what I'm saying? Like I know you hurt. You see
The
the
reason
hurt.
why I said that though is because it's like
Yeah.
with me, because I do that too sometimes or whatever. Like especially when somebody giving me stuff, I'll be want to do it myself.
Hmm.
That surrounds that. But I get that part. I was just only saying that ego pride part where you said that, oh no, I'm good, bro, or something like that. That comes with that though,
Yeah.
because they don't like accepting, things. They don't feel like they want to owe somebody or anything. That just come with that section. But what you talking about with the that do come with like I said, that's it's a insecurity and all that stuff, and them not understanding what love is because different that's the reason why I say that love is a subjective, or the way we express love is subjective. Love itself is which I figured out is unconditional. I think the way we express it is conditional. So that's why I be saying that love is not unconditional. I don't know if y'all probably understood that though, but the
Yeah,
love
I
term, I'm
got
gonna
what you're
say the
saying.
love itself, just like I could, if we could say love is unconditional, we could say hate is unconditional. We could say peace, all that stuff is unconditional. So for the definition itself, yes, it is what it is or whatever. If we want to use that though,
Yeah. I
but
mean,
we condition ourselves to actually express our love certain ways or whatever. You know, but love is different for everybody. That's what I'm
yeah.
saying.
I
Everybody
think
receive it
love.
different. It's an understanding. It comes with interest behind it. What type of, because some people be interested in how they, different ways of how people show their love or whatever. Like, oh, I know you love me because you hug me all the time or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But some people don't care about hugs that much. So it's just depending on what their interest is or whatever. That's what it is.
Yeah, that's like I said, it was a small question, but like a big meaning to get people to start thinking. Because, like for me personally, I'm not on this app all day. Like when I do get
Yeah.
on this app, I drive for like at least 7 8 hours a day. So my radio and my truck don't work. So I get on here, I listen to you, I listen to the conversations that you have, I listen to a lot of different people that I follow, and I hear these conversations. I'm just like, sometimes I'd be like, man, that person's broken when they start talking or going. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you
And
can hear it.
I was like, well, damn, like I've never really truly experienced it. But I talk to people because I counsel, you know what I'm saying, after I get off of work or whatever. And I'm just like, damn, these people are hurt. And I'm
Mhm.
like, this person loves you, right? They're like, well, I don't feel it. And I'm like, damn, is that what's hurting you? Because you can't give it back. So
Mhm.
that's why I asked the question. You know what I'm saying? That's why I actually said what I said last night. You know what I'm saying? With the people that I had in there, it's probably like maybe about maybe a good 12 people, and everybody was
Mhm.
just like, "Damn, I never thought about it like that." Like, you know what I'm
Yeah. So
saying?
that's the part I want to ask you is like, what would be your reasoning behind it? Because I'm pretty sure you already got your reasoning behind why you asked that question. What you figure out? What you think it is the reason why people is that way?
Well, I guess one of my reasons behind it is the simple fact that, like I counsel people all the time, and they have a problem with dealing with emotion. They have a problem with expressing emotion. And I ask them all the time, I'm like, well, outside of talking to me, do you talk to your family members about your problems? And they always go back to one or two people that they say, yeah, that they're always, what I'm saying, like asking me if I'm okay, and they're doing, but I know for a fact that I can't do. And I'm like, well, what can't you do? And it's like, well, I may be down and out, and they'll come to me with something, but then when something happens within the family, I'm just numb to it because I don't know how to feel emotion. And I'm like, well, you don't know how to give the love back. And then it's just like,
That's selfish.
is the love hurting you? And that's why I asked the question, because I deal with this as a counselor. I did it when I worked with juvenile corrections for at least 6 years. And then I just started doing it outside of it after that career, after that job path was done. I was like, man, I need to help people. And then it started with kids, and then it went to adults. And I'm like, it's a lot of broken adults out here. So last night when I asked that question and I see how broken our society is, it was just like, the love that you're being shown is hurting you because you don't know how to deal with it. And then on top of that, what is your traumatic experience behind love, or what somebody told you was love? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it was a small question with a big meaning. And then at this point, it was like, I know what I'm talking about, but if y'all need help with something, then I just stopped talking. I was like, well, if you need to talk about something, just come up in the box and we'll talk. And it just went silent after that. It real deal went silent because I touched a nerve with people.
Yeah.
I real deal touched the nerve, but you know what I'm saying? I know that you being the one of the smartest people that I follow on here, and we've talked a lot of times, that
Oh, thanks.
question needs to be asked quite often because there's a lot of broken people out here behind this love word, and
Yeah.
ultimately behind the feeling behind it, and why it's not being reciprocated, or even why it's something that a lot of people are afraid of. People are
Hmm.
afraid of love at this point because it comes with so many different meanings behind it.
Yeah. A lot of people haven't got a good example or haven't been shown a good
Yeah,
example
man.
of
I,
what
I mean,
love
I ain't gonna
is.
lie to you, bro. I love hard. Like, I love hard to the point to where it's just like, I don't
Yeah.
even like my brothers, right? I started this thing with my brothers where I was like, man, I need to get everybody cash app, so I get paid weekly. I make pretty good money. I know my brothers are pretty much like stubborn. They don't really call. It'll be like dire need when they need something. I just started paying these my brothers like every week. I'd be like, man, here's some money. Here, I don't. You may be good for the week. I'd be like, I cash up my brothers maybe $100 each week. Like, here you go. Like, I don't want to know what's going on here because I don't that's just me because I know it's more or less financial on their part, and maybe I'm overstepping my boundaries, but I would rather overstep my boundaries to see my people go without than them struggle. Now,
Hmm.
maybe I'm wrong for it, but it's love behind it. Take it. You don't have to pay it back. I don't expect nothing back.
Like I said,
Now,
a
I
lot
mean,
of that stuff it do start off with understanding though, and then with that it start off with self. You gotta once you
yes,
understand yourself, you learn to love yourself. A lot of people don't love themselves.
yeah, I
That's why
love
they don't
me.
really know what love is. But if like I said, the root of everything got to come with understanding. Once you start understanding yourself of what you need, what you don't need, what how you hurting yourself, or how when you
Yeah,
think this way, this you know what I'm saying. All that stuff, it got to start off with that, and then it comes with start it's care. Self care, self respect.
yeah,
Self discipline, and then that's where self love come in. Then you learn how to love yourself, and once you learn how to love yourself, then you reflect that with how people treat you and stuff. Now, if they can't, a person can't treat you how you treat yourself, or because sometimes
Mm-hmm.
you gotta even be fair with certain stuff and realize that some people can't do you how you do yourself and all that stuff. But you gotta be fair with that because everybody got, and then like I said, we'll understand it again. Once you understand everybody don't got the same mindset as you, or you can see that somebody's actually trying, you actually can see that everybody got their own ways of how they express their love or whatever, and then
yeah,
when you getting it, when you getting the same thing, because but you got to start with self first. If you don't know how to love yourself first, you ain't gonna know what love is.
exactly. And that was
How to
that was
love
that was
somebody else.
that was the key point right there. Like, if a person doesn't love themselves or have that self love for themselves,
Mm-hmm.
for me personally, and this is, I guess this is one of the key things about it, right? There's a lot of broken people that don't know what self love is. They've been
They
broken
think
so
it's
bad.
making my booty fatter and wearing these chains and
Yeah,
pause. That
What's your
sound
booty
weird. I'm talking
better?
about women, y'all. I'm talking about women. But then the
I was
it's
like,
chains is
what
for
different.
the
is
men.
It's different. No,
I'm not
we're gonna
trying to
be
make
on a
my booty fat.
broad spectrum now. Like I didn't say it just to women. I didn't say it to women at all.
No, I was talking about me because I said make my.
Okay.
I don't want to repeat it again because that was a
Yeah,
pause moment. But I'm just saying they
yeah.
think
okay,
love is
no.
that. You know what I'm saying? It's the exterior thing or how they feel at the moment because how somebody made them feel and stuff. And
Yeah, man.
they
It's
be
crazy, bro. Like I don't just counsel. I don't counsel just men. It's women too. And I hear the most egregious things that have, you know what I'm saying, how some think, and but it's all about, it's really about family issues, and it kind of breaks my heart. There ain't no kind of to it. It does break my heart because it's just like nobody
it's,
needs to go through egregious things in life. You know what I'm saying? And
but it
nobody
gotta
needs to be,
happen.
but
But
it
it has
has
to happen though.
Yeah, but I
Like if
say it
it
gotta
has to
everything was
happen.
happen.
perfect, we wouldn't know too much of nothing. Like things that had happened to me or whoever in their life, it taught me a lesson. Even though it hurted me at that moment, I needed to learn it. So I feel like if I've never been hurt, if everything has went good and peachy, I would be a airhead. I wouldn't know nothing.
Exactly. And one thing I heard, and that was a good saying my man's had gave me at work and stuff. Which I was, I mean, I worded it different though, but he was like, he said that because like good and bad have to happen in life or whatever. Because
Oh
he's
yeah,
like,
that's the
if
best.
bad didn't happen, when will you appreciate the good?
Yeah,
Ooh.
exactly. And I
Yeah.
try to give them that, but the one thing about it is like when I you know what I'm saying, like I went through the good and bad. I went through the good and
Mm-hmm.
bad harshly. You know what I'm saying? Like from birth,
Everyone.
from birth. Like my mother delivered me. I was stillborn. They brought me back. My dad never showed up. My mom raised me till I was like maybe 3 or 4. I had my stepdad jump in. He went through all of these different type of doctor visits and everything else. My uncle actually, he left the army or the Marines to come back to help my father, and it's like a community of
Hey,
things.
y'all share
And
to
then what
10 people if y'all can.
the crazy thing about it is like through my experience, it was just like all I had. I never knew anything about love until I learned what love was. And then when I learned what it was like I'm never gonna not give it. You know what I'm saying? And I think like because I'm an '80s baby, so it's just like for me personally, it's just like I just want to help people. But I'm definitely standoffish when I help because I want to hear the story. Like I'm here for you, period, point blank. It's just not gonna go nowhere.
What's bad, baby?
But what I'm seeing is people struggle like through their own situations. It's just like, been hurt, let me help. You've been hurt, let me help. And then it starts to
Hmm.
come through in a certain aspect. But then it's like people are telling me they don't know how to give it back. And not to me, because I don't need it back, but they don't know how to give it back to the people that they're around. So that's why I made the
So
comment
it's
last
like
night.
you can't be falling on deaf ears. You gotta go. I don't know. I guess I
Yeah,
don't know. I'm just the
it's
kind
one
of
of those
person that
questions.
I
It was
just
just
can't.
one of those questions. It was just one of those questions.
I
It
don't
was
think
just
I could do it. I don't think I could do it.
I've
I
been
know
doing
I
it
couldn't do it.
for 9 years
I
now.
no,
I've been
not
doing
even
it for
not what you talking about. I mean, not like what you go out and do because I'm a healer as well. But like I don't see myself being able to like I guess I know you talking about the person that is so forthcoming they don't feel the love, but I guess kept on thinking about that other person that was giving all the love.
yeah,
And I
that's
just
yeah.
thought about they don't deserve it. So it's like I would not, shall not ever tell somebody, not you, or like just to see, just stay there until they come up. It's gonna be okay. Like it's like you see they don't have the self love for themselves. So how can they love you? It's just
Mm.
like it's
But
like loving the black hole.
the thing about it is the way that I look at it is just like you have to be stronger than anything to even have to have that conversation with a person. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
You gotta
Mm-hmm.
be the strongest, and that means that you're heaven sent. Like that's your purpose is to heal. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And to actually hear that information come into your ear, and it's like, okay, you're hurt. It's just like, look, I'm gonna drape my arm over your shoulder, and I'm gonna walk you to the problems that you have. That's all I did. I did it with juvenile corrections. I got kids talking to their moms again, their fathers again. Um, actually, you know what I'm saying, appealing certain things. And one of the things like that I'm realizing now is that there are a lot of people in their 40s and 50s, like their 40s and 50s, that have not and probably won't because the people that they need to mend that bond with are gone. They're out of their lives. They don't know. They got, you know what I'm saying, like nieces and nephews and all of these little people now, and they just so standoffish because they can't deal with that type of love. You know what I'm saying? And that's the hardest battle, I guess, for me right now. Is or really not for me, but for them. You
Mm.
know?
I mean, as long as they got their self love, man. That's I don't know, y'all. I'm so toxic. I'm gonna say self love every time.
Yeah,
I'm
but
gonna
that's the
say
thing
self
about
love.
it. They don't
Can't
they
nobody
don't have
love me
self
more than
love.
I love me, man.
Yeah,
I
that's
get
the
what you're
thing about
saying
it.
though.
Like I'm not gonna ask you how old you are, but we talking about nobody on this panel is probably 50 and 60, or
Heck no.
so you know what I'm saying. Like
I'm
you know what I'm
I'm gonna
saying.
put
And
it
like
this way though. This how I go, and this what I learned, and it's crazy because I learned this in like I said, but I noticed that when you love yourself, right? When you love yourself so much, right? You end up start love having a love for people after that. It's kind of
Mm-hmm.
weird to explain, but you have to experience it. But cause like I used to be mad at everybody, and if you treat me this way, this whatever, you know what I'm saying. I'm not about to be nice to everybody. I used to be talking all like that though. But that's what I be saying about that understanding thing. I start understanding more about myself. I start putting like what we was talking about earlier about putting myself in other people's shoes and all that stuff. It actually started making me be more fair and treating people more fair. It actually started helping me control my emotions more because I realized that if I was that person, you know, if I went through what they went through, I probably would act the same way. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I start looking at, like I said, when I start realizing what I have to do to take care of myself or whatever, and how to respect myself, and you know, little all that stuff, it made me start having love for other people because it made me realize that a lot of us is just really the same thing. We're really the same people. We just got different ways of thinking and different ways of living.
Mm-hmm.
But we literally all have the same journey. We all want the same thing, but we all just went through different stuff
On
that
different
changed
parts
us
of the
from the route
journey.
that we're going.
yeah,
That's all it
traumatic
is. All of us
experiences.
want to be loved. All of us want happiness or joy. You know, all of us want all the same exact thing. But it's just stuff that happened in our life that we got a different route of trying to get to it. That's all it is. But that's why I be loving
I
people. I
definitely
be having
feel
more
that.
love for people now and stuff or
Yeah,
whatever.
I talk to a lot of juveniles. A lot. Well, actually, right now they're not. I won't even say juveniles now. Like they're reaching like 20s, and they have like dad issues. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? And it's just like neglect or just want to have an understanding how to do this and how to do that, and they never have it. And for me personally, like I never had kids until I was like 28, and I've been in my daughter's life since then. Never left, never deterred from that. And I raised three kids myself, two boys and one girl. So I could technically have four kids. And it's just like even my step kids now, like even with me being in their lives, they're just like they have so many questions that I can't answer. They have so
Mhm.
many questions, and I'm just like, I don't know why this happened. I don't know. At this point, it's just like, I did everything I could do, but please get the answers that'll self heal you. That'll make you. You know what I'm saying? Because my thing with that was just like just being a provider, being a protector. Being somebody to nurture you when something would happen for the moment, and carrying you to the next phase or to the next step, you know. Um, and my oldest son, he found out the hard way. You know, he wound up breaking his leg playing football one time, right? And his coach didn't come to his house, and his coach just amped him up. Yeah, because he was big, he was tall, and he wound up getting hurt, and his coach never showed up.
Mm.
The team showed up, and he was hurt behind what. So that was like a double failure because his dad wasn't there. Or when his dad showed up, he was there for like 15 minutes. He left, went back to North Carolina. And then I showed up. I sat with him all night before the surgery hit. And then the team showed up the next morning, and I left to go back to my brother's house to shower because it was closest to the hospital because I stayed in a different part of town. So I went to my brother's house, showered, came back, and he was just sitting there, just bawling his eyes out. And I'm like, "What's wrong with you? You in pain?" He was like, "Nah, my dad just left." And I'm like, "Okay." And he never recovered from that. He never recovered. And I was just like, "Okay, it's gonna take some work for me to actually get through to you from this point." And this was middle school. And on my platform, I talk about how men need to step up. Everybody needs to step up. Women need to step up, like to secure the balance with the mental state of our community, because our I feel like it's mostly based on mental, because the paradigm paradox has shifted to a place that where we can't recover from at this point. It's shifted. It's somewhere where we don't want to go. We don't want to run down that rabbit hole. We really don't. Now maybe I'm right, maybe I'm wrong, but that's how I feel about it. You know what I mean?
I don't think there's a right nor
Mm-hmm.
wrong. It's like he's making me think.
Yeah, I
It's
mean,
it's one of those rhetorical questions, kinda.
exactly. It makes you think because it's like what if you can't show it and you don't want to reciprocate it, it's like it's not saying that it's something wrong with you, but then there's a void that's not been filled, right? It's not been filled. So it's like we that's how we I feel as though that's how we heal not only ourselves but what's going on in our community and our culture. Like what is going on that every single person cannot feel that void, or what happened? What happened?
I don't know. I love people, y'all. Like I help anybody with anything that I can, but I'm selfish when it comes to me and my emotional love, like the romantic side of the love. I'm selfish with me. It's like I just feel like sometimes I want to make sure that person that I'm dealing with is worthy of me,
Hmm.
because I want to be worthy for that person too. I want to come to you half stepping. That sounds so old school. I'm getting old. I said half stepping. Oh my god. Yeah. Oh.
Hey, I want Sada to go. She been up there for a second. How you feeling, Sada?
I'm doing great. I hope you're doing great too.
Show up.
Yeah, so I'd love to say something. I think people should understand that if you look at anger from another perspective, anger is not a bad thing, because anger is the part of you that feels
Mm-hmm.
hurt from the way somebody treated you. So it knows that you shouldn't have been treated that way or been told that type of thing, you see. So it's defending you, like, why are you treating me bad? You see, but the thing about anger is that it creates bitterness, it creates a heavy feeling in your heart. It could
Mm-hmm.
even make you sick, like you just stay in your bed, you don't even find the energy of stepping out of your bed. It builds up in your soul, in your body, and you'll even feel it physically. It can even hinder you from your day-to-day activities because you're carrying bitterness in you. You know, when you're mad at someone and you feel that you can never forgive them, it does not affect them because you're the one feeling that, you're the one experiencing that. Them, they're not getting affected. The only thing that can get to them is that they know you're mad at them and you can't forgive them. What they did was unforgivable. But the feeling of anger, bitterness, and frustration, it's you experiencing that. So forgive people, not because every time they deserve forgiveness, because you forever deserve the peace. It's for your peace, for your own sanity, to save your own self, because you'll drown into some, it's like drowning into hot water and you're only drowning deeper and deeper and deeper. So it's for yourself, and you just do it, just let go, because if you can't change it, then why carry the bitterness? And when somebody does something that is bad to you, it doesn't mean you are the bad person, it just means that they're the bad person. When somebody is bitter at you, it's just because they come from a bitter place. Because when somebody is rooted in love, they can never put out bitterness to people. They can never give bitterness to people because their roots is coming from love. So when somebody does something bad, it just shows that they are the shitty person, they are the bad person. It's not your fault. And it's not your fault that that thing happened to you, that you got mad, it's okay. But what you do when you're in the feeling of feeling mad, just take time and sit back and realize that it's not your fault, it's them. And when you keep getting mad at them and being mad at them, you're just doing injustice to yourself. But you forgive with a limit. You can forgive somebody and never talk to them again. You can forgive somebody and you distance yourself from them. If somebody wrongs you and you still keep them in your life, you're just as bad as them, because you're even more toxic. You can just let people go, and you just let go of that heart and untie that knot, and you let people go with a good note, and life is beautiful. If you keep on getting mad, it's so tiring, man. The better option, if you love yourself, it's better when you let it go and you forgive. So when you're keeping anger, you're doing injustice to yourself. It's not easy, but it's for your peace. Your peace is important. Without peace in your mind and in your soul, your whole life will tremble and it will fall. So you hold on to that and you set your boundaries right, and you don't let people cross you. You let go of whoever you need to let go. You don't let the way you feel about someone make you accept any behavior from them. Even you can love somebody and still be away from them. And that's
Mm-hmm.
about it. Thank you for listening.
Yeah, and I respect what you just said. I really do. I respect what you just said because that was absolute knowledge with that. And for me personally, the only thing I want to do is help people. Like I hear the stories of people all the time, and I want to help them. And I
Yeah.
understand that they have issues. I don't have the same issues that they have. I've come to terms with everything that I have. My thing is
Yeah.
just understanding how people are moving through life, and it's for me personally, it doesn't upset me. It pushes me even more to see, like, if this person can change. If they can't change, then hell, it is what it is. It's not on me, it's on them.
True.
It's not on me, it's on them, because I'm only licensed to help. So I can't go into your life and physically change every different problem that you have. But
Right.
yeah, what you said was absolutely correct. And that's I told him this
Yeah.
all the time. So it you know
You need to stand up for yourself. You need to be there for yourself. And when you're trying to help someone, the only thing you can do is help. But what they do after you've offered help is not in your control. You can tell somebody that this path, you'll die when you go across this path, and they'll still do it. So you just tell them, and whatever they choose to do with that, it's on them.
Yeah.
Everybody
oh
is
yeah.
responsible for their own lives at the end of the day.
Oh yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I'm a different type of therapist. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Like I don't really talk about, like, the because what you just said was absolutely correct. Okay, so you dropped some gems just then. But after I give my advice and they come back to me with the same problem, oh, I definitely cuss people out. I definitely cuss people out at this point. Like, for real. Like, I'm being honest with you. Like, I'm an open book.
Yeah, like,
Like, when
come
they come
on,
back to
man.
When they come back to me with that same BS, and I'm like, I already told you what to do. Like, yeah, but I didn't do. As soon as a person that I'm counseling comes back and tells me, yeah, but I chose or I did this, oh, it's over with. It's over with for me. I get deep into that Southern repertoire, and I'm telling you right now, it's over with. Or you will be
And that's how
called
it should
everything but
be.
the child of God dealing with me.
Like
I
what?
promise you that. You ignorant beep 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 beep. And then you know what? However bad they felt about disappointing me, they're gonna feel even more bad about disappointing themselves.
True.
And then when they call me back, I'll be like, yeah, beep beep beep, yeah, I got this going on. All right, bet. All right, cool. I'll holler at you tomorrow. It don't matter how many people call me. Like I counsel like at least 17 people a day. Everybody gets hung up on at least twice a day. 17 people get hung up on twice a day because I told you what to do. You know what I'm saying? It's not about me because I'm happy. I'm good. I know I pray at least 5 times a day just through my religion. I pray at least 3 times a day, and I don't bother nobody. I don't cause no disruption in my life. But you know what I'm saying? And I don't push religion or nothing else like that. But the issues, and then when I tell you, like, look, this is how you handle this, because I went through it. This is how you handle it. Oh no, I'm cutthroat. After that second conversation, I'm cutthroat. By the third conversation, it's actually rectified. But the reason why I asked this question, I had one of my people that I'm counseling had came to me with a question, and I was like, yeah, you hurting this person because you can't reciprocate the love that they're giving to you. And that from the start of the conversation. That's what I was talking about. You know what I'm saying? Like you love a person and you want the person to do better. You're with that person throughout out everything, and then you're actually hurting a person because you can't reciprocate love. You don't know how to, and it's issues that you're dealing with until you come forth with things that you feel within your heart. You'll never be healed. You'll never be able to be helped, if that makes sense. You'll never be healed and you'll never be helped. And that goes right back into what you're saying. You can't take the load from a person and think that you're going to be good after that. Yeah, well, it just depends. But I understand and I respect what you're saying. My thing is attacking people that's getting all this love, and they still doing stupid shit. You know what I'm saying?
Feel you on that.
You know what I'm saying? You
That's how
still
it
helping
is,
them.
but it's our expectation that's what be hurting us though, man.
No, I'm gonna tell you right now. If you know that they doing it, cut them a loose,
Yeah.
and that's what I just did tonight. But that or yesterday, I did that last night. I was just like, man, you know what? Don't even worry about it. I started blocking people. I really started blocking people. I was like, you know what? No, I'm good.
Yeah,
I'm good.
disappointment is something else though. Make you feel like, nah, what the
Oh
heck? I
god
put all
damn!
this
Like
energy.
exactly like I real deal. You know what I'm saying? Helping you get, and you still calling me every day with the same. And I work. You sitting at home. You real deal sitting at home, not doing nothing. And I'm working for FedEx Ground all day. And mid route, you calling me while I got a big ass Chewy box in my hand, two or three Chewy boxes in my hand. You calling me? It don't make. It don't. You know how heavy Chewy boxes is sometimes, bruh. Hell no. Get out of here. Get the fuck. Yeah.
Get on out of
Get
here.
the fuck. Get your stupid ass. Get out of here. No, nobody wants to hear that shit. But but yeah, man. I just wanted to ask that question, man. I want to get another educated brother's um idea about that whole thing that I asked, man.
Mm-hmm.
I think I got my answer. Matter of fact, I know I got my answer.
What's the answer?
Don't overly invest in motherfuckers that can't change how they how they live their lives, man. It is what it is. You just
I,
only thing I am is a listening ear. You give them advice. You know what? I told one of my students one time. I said expect everybody to fail you.
expect the unexpected.
Expect everybody to fail you. And one of my students got it. The other one, he got shit going on every week, every day of the week. And I'm like, God damn, you don't nobody love you.
Y'all still up over there, man? I don't know if they still up. They fell asleep. Them pillows get real comfortable. Oh, what the heck, Cosmo?
Tuh.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm over here thinking like I'm on, I don't know why.
No, you had a long day. Afro, you got a pillow over there? Where you at?
I am finna start getting
Oh
ready.
yeah, Afro. What?
Y'all I was dropping gems, man. Who that lady who was just in her and Broderick was dropping the gem.
Yeah, Saudi be. Well, she dropped the whole box when she left.
Yeah, she did. She dropped that shit and left out.
She said, "I'm gonna go ahead and drop the mic on y'all, let y'all know something real quick." Bah!
Exactly. That's what she did. That's what she came in here for.
Drop the mic, right?
God, hey, God sent her in here. Hey, y'all chill out. She came here with that chill out mic. Go to bed.
Afro, wake up, man. We back.
Afro's asleep. She don't even know her phone's still
She
on.
she marinating the gems. She like, I'm gonna go to sleep. Put this in my mind. It's like them audios you put in your ear before you go to bed.
Afro there right now, like, yeah, I told his ass before he started talking.
uh, That's what I be liking to hear, man. Trying to help people grow, man. Get us out this little box we in. I was just talking to my mother, actually like a hour ago, something like that. A little bit more than an hour now.
Shit, I'm gonna go have
About that, I
Sunday
just
dinner
be trying to get
tomorrow.
people out this box and stuff. I said a lot of stuff we've been taught is like it's not even be true and stuff. They be trying to have us like, oh, you this way because of this and all that stuff. But I'm like, we living in a world of free will. We put ourselves in a box 'cause it's so much easier to live that type of way. Because it don't take extra work. A lot of stuff it take work with yourself and it take a lot of putting your ego to the side and you got to be open minded to even do that. You know, Stubbornness and closed mind keep you from learning more. A lot of us like to just be right all the time. We don't want to. We don't want to learn. We just want to be heard all the time. That's all we want to do. And doing that, that'll block you from learning anything else or learning more. Like it's a point in our life where we had a teacher and we had to stay quiet. You can't learn talking. That's gonna be one of my topics too. Soon. I had that in my thing about talking
Facts.
versus listening.
Yeah, cause I did that too. Like I was when I was doing that juvenile correctional shit. Like these kids would come in asking all type of questions, and I'm
Uh
like, this has nothing to do with science,
huh.
history, social studies. It has nothing to do with anything. But then I had to go in and restructure my class as far as what y'all are going through. You know what I'm saying? Like real deal counseling. kids from broken homes, broken society.
Yeah.
You know what you're going through. We in Madison County. You live in Mobile, Tuskegee, or Tuscumbia. You from Arab or wherever you from? Because I'm from Alabama. What really messed my head up was when I had a kid come in from Texas. I said, "What in the? You from where? They shipped you from Texas to Alabama? Oh, you did something bad. You did something real bad. You was facing prison time." And the crazy part about it is, right? Like now, I look back on that, and then I look at what I'm doing right now. I got a lot of young males right now coming up out of their 20s or out of their teens, hitting their 20s, and they just lost. They just lost. They don't know what to do. And for me personally, it's just like I'm harder on them because I look at it as y'all should already be the future or something. But then I asked the right wrong question. I want you to remember this. The right wrong question. What happened to you? What did you choose to do? And when I asked this question, it was, drugs, selling, not listening, all of the shit that when I was coming up in the 80s, we didn't even entertain because we were too young for it. And we always listened to our elders, right? With them coming up and the different generational curse that was already put on us that they wanted on us, bro, we got we got a whole generation that's coming up. This, what is it, X? This X coming up. They've already proved they don't care about nothing. I mean, some of them act like they do. Some of them do. Um, but we're gonna have a bigger generational curse and the misunderstanding about how we want everything to lead forward. If hell, especially if you got kids. At this point, there's no distinction between anything. Then on top of what all this other shit that's going on, man, it ain't looking too good. It really ain't. I can combat emotional emotional feelings behind one or two or three, maybe hell even 17, but I can't combat a nation with feelings and actual uh understanding of what the hell needs to happen or what should be happening. You know what I'm saying? I can't do it by myself. You know what I'm saying? I don't have enough people around me strong enough or have the energy to even want to combat it with me. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. It do take a
I
team.
don't. It's
It's
it takes
baby
it
steps
takes a
though.
bruh. If I'm 40, because I'm 40, I'll be honest with you, I'm 40. I've been doing this shit for maybe 8 years. Yeah, I made some mistakes, but I bounced back from that real quick. When I bounced back, I was like, man, I don't know what to do. I was lost for about maybe a couple of months. But then I was like, man, hold on a minute. I'm wrong. I thought I was right. I'm BSing. Let me go and see what I can do. The state of Alabama picked me up. The state of Alabama was just like, nah, nah, we need your help. Don't know why it happened, but it happened, and I've been doing it ever since. That was 2014. That was two. That was yeah. That was 2014. Not that long. A lot of people got a lot longer career in it, but they can't speak about it for real, for real. But I've been doing it since 2014. and I'm still going with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But we got a broken society, and I'm talking about dealing with not only kids but adults, male and female, counseling marriages. You know what I'm saying? Like it's I don't know. Like I said, I asked the question on my platform, and I didn't want to really ask it on there, but on yours. But I needed a response from another educated person. I needed
Hmm.
that because I respect you. I really did respect your platform, and I love what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? This ain't my first time in here,
Right.
but yeah, I got my answer. It's more
Oh
work
yeah.
that needs to be done. It's more work that needs to be done.
Most definitely. Work
It's
together. We
way,
gotta work every day.
way more work.
We gotta work on self. We gotta work with people.
Yeah, I'll be in
Work
I'll
with
be in
life.
contact with Legal Zoom tomorrow. Work together program. That's what I'm gonna do. Work together program.
Or
Yeah, I got my own company. It's just crazy because I do all type of shit. I think I'm spreading myself thin, but yeah, Big Brother Step program is taking off. This year we're starting our fire department thing where we actually give back doing soup and something else. Get all these lazy motherfuckers up off their ass and come on out here and serve this food and do what we got to do. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, it was great talking to you. I swear to God, bro. Like these people come to me with all of this stuff, and I'm like, man, just do something different.
right.
I don't know how. What do you mean you don't know how? Well, I don't know how to do. What do you mean do something different? Stop self-loathing. Like stop beating yourself up. Get up. Take accountability for you. You've been doing this for so long, you can't change your situation, but you can change you to make whatever situation you think you in better. Once you start making yourself better, that situation is nothing.
Hmm.
Hold yourself accountable. If you can't hold yourself accountable for the situation that you stuck in, that means that you cared so much about a person that was stuck in it. It goes back to my original question. You love a person so much. And the lady that came in was like, sometimes you gotta, you know what I'm saying? And I try to say it, but Alabama different. They don't want to hear none of that. How you gonna say grandmama and grandmama gone? I should have said this. Shit, you better pray about it. After the second conversation, I'd be like, man, get the off my phone. Call me tomorrow when you cry yourself to sleep. How about that? Because I don't want to hear it.
Right.
Facts.
I feel you on that for sure.
But yeah, man, I'm out of here, man. I appreciate you. I love you to death for even having me on here, like you always do.
Oh yeah, for sure, man. You already know. That's a good
But I will,
question though.
like I said, I will. That's a good question, man. I want you to use that, man, because I'm not gonna use it. I'm not gonna use it on my platform. I'm not gonna use it um ever. But it was just a question that I asked, man. But use that, man, and see how it turned out for you.
Hmm.
I believe you. I believe in you. You know what I'm saying? I know you gonna make numbers with that one, and you gonna have a lot of people mad in that conversation. I promise you this. I promise you this. That conversation is gonna go so left and so right that not even center field will catch that ball.
Oh my.
I promise you. Ask the question. Real shit. I promise you. Ask the question. Do you think the love you giving somebody is hurting them? And then when you say it, wait for people to jump in and then tell them it doesn't bother me, or I don't know if it's hurting them or not. I just know how to love.
Yeah, and by that being like that, it's all about the way you give it and the way people receive it, and that's where the
Man,
confusion
shit.
come in. That
Man,
just
Confucius.
love ain't the same for everybody. That's why I be saying it's subjective of how
I'm
we
telling
express
you,
love.
man, you gonna hear all type of shit about my baby daddy and my baby mama,
Right,
and
it's gonna come from
man,
something.
my mama didn't do this and my daddy didn't. Watch,
Right.
use it, use it. Do chime it as soon as you go live tomorrow with that question. I'm gonna sit back in the shadows. You know what I tell people all the time? Don't live in the shadows and don't live for the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Think about it. Don't live in the shadows and don't live for the moment. You being your natural self, you just here. Sun gonna set on your ass no matter where you at. But don't live in the shadows and don't live for the moment. Don't live for that moment. Don't even expect it. Know what you have coming to you. And know that the sun is at your back. The wind is beneath your wings, your feet are underneath you. It's not about elevation, it's about forward progression. How far have I left these no nonsense ass motherfuckers? And where am I at right now? Oh, I'm around a bunch of no nonsense. Let me level up again. Let me move forward. Create a safe space for yourself, not a safe space for self-loathing and oh my god, I wish I could have. No, if you moving forward in your path and your progression of life, you shouldn't even be thinking about that no more because you couldn't change it when you was going through it. Where are you at? Where you at? You know what I'm saying? That's the hard truth of life. That is the hard truth of life.
Yeah.
It's not about elevating. The only time I want to think about elevating is when my maker called me home. I want forward progression. I
Yeah.
want
Right.
I want my safe space. I want I want to be able to take my daughter and be like, "Hey, baby, I'm doing this. Only me and you know about it." Type shit, right? I just secured a $50,000 bag because I own my own company. Now we didn't hit 10, 20, 40. Hey, I got this bag coming. Hey, this is for us. That's for a progression, not this elevation. I ain't ready to leave just yet. I got a whole bunch of responsibilities. And that's what a real man should do. A real man should take his keys and be like, "Hey, I'm securing this. I'm doing this. I'm doing this. That whoop de whoop de whoop." Communication is what begins a relationship, and communication is what ends a relationship.
Oh, right.
Facts. It's all
I be
facts.
saying, I be being funny with my, well, I ain't being funny, but I be saying the same thing about sex itself.
Oh,
It creates and it destroys.
I'm gonna tell you right now, man. What people need to get out their repertoire as far as this app is talking about that because that's why a lot of people feel the way that they feel right now.
Yeah.
Real, real. Behind having, you know what I'm saying, relations.
Right.
Behind having relations with the right, wrong, or the wrong, right people. You know what I'm
That's why they
saying?
going through these traumas. That's why they don't know what love
Exactly,
is.
bro. You
That's
know how many, bro? I was on here when not even when I first got started, right? Like I was like, let me take my counseling to TikTok, right?
Mm-hmm.
I had a 21, I had a 19, maybe 19, 20-year-old jump in, and she was in college, and she was like, well, I want to date, and, my parents tell me not to date, and I just wanted to get another man's perspective. I was like, shit, go to school, get your education, and don't give up that box.
Right.
Stop. And she was like, but I'm liberated. Hun, let me tell you something. At 20, at 20, at 21, 22, even let's go up to 25. You have no fucking clue. You have no fucking clue. I asked the questions, like how many people. It's like, nah, I ain't never. I said, then fucking stop and listen. Your mom and your dad still together. Just ask the typical questions. She said, yeah. I said, like I say to all my people that I counsel, shut the up and listen. Your daddy ain't wrong and your mom ain't wrong. You're rebellious. I'm gonna leave you with this, and then I'm out. A lot of people develop, but only so many mature. That's a
Right.
fact. Use it. I'm just gonna give you shit to use, and I'm gonna jump in and explain it later on. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people develop, but only so many, just a small percentage mature.
You
Just
got
because you
that
got a
right.
beard on your face and you tall and you can play ball, you can catch a football, you develop, but you ain't matured. Just because you got breast and ass and everything else, you develop, but you ain't matured. It's time for us as men to tell people, male and female, to shut the fuck up and listen, and and guide them, like not how we view our lives, but we have to shut the fuck up and listen what they're telling us, and then guide them on their natural experience, or at least give them hints and clues about how their life should be. A possible outcome to an absolute result is like solving for why. And the equation for why is stupidity. You can't solve stupidity with why, because nobody will explain the why to an entirety.
That's facts right there.
That was a whole Sonic token I dropped on your ass. Just No, that's
Right.
psychology at its finest. They don't even teach this in psychology. You gotta
Right.
read. You gotta reread on your downtime in college. You can't solve for why. You can't solve for why through stupidity, because stupidity is the same competitive thing, thinking it's going to be a actual change. But if the truth behind why a person thinks about something and the action is committed, that why will never be solved, because you will never be on the same playing field, level, and even the aptitude and knowledge behind somebody's ideology. It's four different things. Yep, that part. But brother, I love you. I'm gonna go in here and get me some sleep.
Oh yeah, for sure, brother, man. Thank you for stopping
Use
by.
every
So I might end up shutting this wood down. It's kind of dry tonight. Go hop in
it
some other
should be.
live.
It's 9 people in here. They still coming.
Hmm.
It's a lot of people 10 and 2. I promise you that shit. They 10 and 2. Afro done went to sleep. She ain't saying nothing since. I'm gonna go
And
in
she done
tomorrow.
passed out on them gems. That's a good way to sleep.
Yeah, said man, I don't like getting on here disrespecting nobody. You know what I'm saying? I just, you know what I'm saying. But everybody on here has that energy. On your platform, everybody has that energy that I like. It's an ideology behind it. You know what I'm saying? And you connect to people on that ideology. We know that people ain't worth a shit unless they raised right. But we haven't seen anybody being raised right since what the 50s, 40s, 50s. And then if the family stayed intact through the 60s and the 70s, by the time we were born in the 80s, there was already a community in the valley of people that was just like, okay, yeah, we got to protect her, which was the mother. And that side was like, okay, yeah, we going to, you know what I'm saying? Like it's an algorithm. It's like science. It's like trust and cross. Like it's up and down, bro. Like people don't understand science, so they never understand the terminology behind the trust and cross. Like it's like a frequency. It's like a wave pattern, bro. Like people don't understand that shit.
Mm-hmm.
People don't understand like all these people, all this new terminology like vibes and waves and all this shit. It's trust and cross. Everything is up and down. Everything is left and right. Whatever the fuck you want to call it. But at the end of the day, how much do you love the person that you know you need to love? And fuck how they love you back. I love you. You can never throw that shit in my face. That's how I
Right.
get people. I love you.
Exactly.
You would never throw your shit in my face because Nick, I was there from the start of it. And even if I wasn't, I'm here now. If you ain't gonna talk to me and you're gonna make some XYZ decisions, then that's on you. We gotta start holding people accountable. We have to. I feel like honestly, we don't have to be the strongest man. We gotta be the man that's gonna be there when the strongest shit comes. Did that make kind of some sense? Like we don't have to be the strongest man. We just gotta be the strongest man when shit comes.
Mm-hmm. Or at least try.
Shit. If you know you're gonna be there for that person, you'll weather every storm for that person. That's a fact.
Mm-hmm.
Man, you'll do anything behind your brother, your sister, your best friend, the childhood friend, your mama, your daddy, medical problems behind anybody, and you do whatever you got to do to be that person standing there weathering that storm, even if everything is remissible, if everything is unreversible, if you can't stop the process of something, man, you will be there taking weathering the storm. You'll be there to do it, because at that at that point, you are the savior of your family. You are the savior of every situation. I promise
Yeah.
you. You're the savior of your family. Hell, every family had a savior. They had somebody that had a deep connection because you probably pray more than anybody else in some situations. Not talking about you, but you know what I'm saying. You may pray harder.
Oh
People need
yeah.
to people need to understand their roles in this life that we live, man. I promise you, people gotta understand, man. I promise you. But
Oh,
I'm
you
gonna
say
ask you,
for
bro. I'm gonna let you go ahead on and do what you gotta do, man. I'm gonna get off here.
Oh yeah, for sure, man. For
But
sure. For
I love you,
sure.
bro. I love
All
you,
right,
bro.
love you too, man.
I love your content, man. And I hope, man, you keep. You know what I'm saying. I know you're gonna keep doing it because that's your passion. But like I said, bro, I love you, man. I'll be back on with you tomorrow. But
Oh
use
yeah.
them questions, bro.
Oh
Start
yeah,
your
for
own.
sure.
You know what I'm saying? Take them questions and ask them.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck their heads up when they get on at damn 8, 9 o'clock in the morning thinking they arrived.
Mm-hmm.
They done arrived. They gonna debunk some shit, man. Get on there and goddamn tear their head up with their shit, man. And you'll understand like everything you hear me saying right now, you'll realize why it's so difficult for them to love something. Because
Mm-hmm.
when you ask that question, bro, they gonna go so far fucking left field. We in the bottom of the knife, and you want to run left field when the ball coming right. You can't read the play of life. You know what I'm saying? But I don't ask you, bro. Hey, I love you, man.
Oh yeah, for sure, man. Love you too, brother.
Oh yeah.